everyone, and welcome to Eternal Mooncast, a streaming show all about deep dives into all things Sailor Moon, from fan theories to hidden lore to full character studies. We cover everything magical in the Mooniverse. I'm your host, Michi, and with me this month is our co-host, Fancy Duckie.
It me! Before we dive into this month's show, a quick Mooney disclaimer. We would like to remind everyone that these are just our personal opinions. We do not represent in any way Toei or the Sailor Moon intellectual property. We just really like to talk about Sailor Moon. Also, if you'd like to jump to a specific topic from tonight's show, timestamps will be in the description on the YouTube. For tonight's topic, we will be talking about cosplay and Sailor Moon, and we are so excited to have our special guest with us, the wonderful Barri. A multifaceted diamond, Barri shines in many ways. She is a cosplayer, seamstress, idol, graphic designer, and manga letterer. She will dazzle you with her many art forms. She loves magical girls and all things idol and enjoys sharing that with the world. She draws people in with her charismatic personality and passion.
Woo!
Yay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for
Barri.
having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, and it's so fun to finally talk about something that is a passion of all of ours.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I found both of you from Sailor Moon Cosplay, and just in general, I crashed a little shoot at Otakon last year, and I was like, I'm a magical girl too. I can be in this. And then
You
it was like,
were!
no, only villains. And there's a great picture of me being sad, and it's wonderful.
Oh,
It's a good picture. It's a really good picture.
Yes.
heck yeah.
For a little bit about tonight. Tonight, we're going to go over a couple things. We're going to go over how to make your own cosplay, how to closet cosplay, how to budget for cosplay, but also cosplay groups, how to organize,
Yep.
cosplay meetups, and how to get involved.
Yeah.
So if any of that sounds good, stay tuned. Let's keep going. We're going to get into, since we are all veterans here, the history of Sailor Moon cosplay. I think the early start to Sailor Moon cosplay, I think, came out right after the show started airing, from what
Oh,
I
yeah,
understand.
sure.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, because cosplay was already established as like
Thing.
a thing. So like once Sailor Moon hit, all the girlies were like, sign me up.
Yes. Back in the olden days of Impiggery.com when you could only get highlighter
Actually,
yellow, pink, and blue.
yeah, actually, this really funny. I was just looking to see when it was published, but when I typed in deviantart.com, the first link that comes up is the Sparkle Pipsy Sailor Fuku tutorial from. I was curious to know when it was actually first published.
When was it first published?
2012.
Yep, that
October
tracks.
9th, 2012. Because that was like my Bible for my first Sailor Moon cosplay.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
same.
Yeah.
Was
Big same.
absolutely God bless Sparkle Pipsy for
Yeah.
the work she's put in for this fandom.
Yeah.
Literally, like a goddess of the fandom.
Yeah,
For real.
seriously.
For real.
The
Like,
real
yeah.
one.
Because I think I made my first Fuku like literally that year, and I was just like,
I don't remember when I made my first Fuku. I think it was probably in 2013 or 14. I had already been cosplaying. I had actually wanted to do Sailor Moon and bought materials for Sailor Moon in 2007 or 8 when
oh
I
my
very
gosh.
first started learning how to sew. I just remember because I was like, yeah, I'm a size 8. My pattern size is size 8 too, right? And
Yes.
then I pulled out, I'm like, what is this?
No, I remember learning
And I was
pattern
like,
sizes versus real sizes.
"Oh." So I never actually did a Sailor Moon costume, but I wanted to do a Sailor Moon costume, and then I was like, "I'm gonna live my truth and cosplay my fave."
Be Sailor V. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair.
Duckie, what was your first Sailor Moon cosplay?
So my first was actually I would have to like go spelunking. Oh, I would have to go spelunking to see if I can find the photos of it or if I have torched them because it was bad. But it was actually Eternal Sailor Chibi Moon because I was so intimidated by the sleeve tacos and the hip roll that I was just like, nope,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
just going for
This is
Eternal.
a little more not scary. The
Yeah.
tacos are a little scary, I agree.
Yeah.
I was
So
definitely
I was like,
nervous my first couple times doing them.
yeah, no,
The
they
hip
still
roll?
terrify me. I'm like,
I also
that's the
love that
last thing to get done.
I also love that they're universally called the sleeve tacos now, thanks to I'm pretty sure I don't know if Sparkle Pipsy has that in her tutorial, if that was a Cosmic Coterie thing, but someone coined that term and we all use it.
Yeah, no, that's what they're
There's no better description for them, honestly.
because
No.
like they're not a half circle. They're literally like it's a taco.
Hello.
Oh, welcome from the UK. Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Always love to have an international audience. So thank you for
Yeah.
joining, even though the time zones make it difficult.
Oh
Yes.
my
So
gosh, I know.
All right, anything else you guys really want to talk about with the history of Sailor Moon before we get into actual Fuku making and all that?
Pretty much just remember our roots.
Yeah.
A Sparkle Pipsy's tutorial in 2012.
Yeah. There
Yeah, and we're
was a simplicity
I'm sure there
pattern
was.
back
Oh
in the
yeah, because there was
90s.
the green pepper pattern. That was the
green.
pattern I
Yeah.
used before because
Yes.
she, I think, mentions that pattern. I don't know if she mentions it in the tutorial.
Yes. Yes.
Because and actually another fun fact is I only pleat my skirts the way that the Fuku other than like actually no, I'm confusing the tutorials, but I pleat my skirts specifically because of Sparkle Pipsy and 2 inches at the top, 3 inches at the bottom, so they make like a
Oh, I
yes.
love that. No, actually, you know what? So let's go ahead and get into how to make your own Fuku because I know that's the number one thing that we got.
yeah, everyone wants to know how to make your own Fuku.
Yeah. So it depends
Crying,
on the
a lot
type.
of it.
I love to cry.
Tears and R.I.P. Joanne's. They had the best
Yeah.
white spandex that I swear by, that I don't know what I'm gonna do once I run out of the stuff I have left.
Okay.
It's literally just called like white opaque spandex,
Yep. Yep.
and it is perfect for Fuku because it's
It's
opaque,
white and opaque.
which
Yep.
otherwise you'd have to line it.
Yeah.
Oh, who wants to line that? You're already doing so much
Uh,
other stuff.
is that it?
So lazy.
Yeah. So let's
Um,
talk about making a Fuku. Do we want to go over the best patterns or?
Yeah, we can start with patterns because that's patterns are like fabric choices. Is like
mhm,
our
mhm, mhm.
kind of first step is usually mine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So with let's see. Sword
Or
lily stocked
Lily.
up on my
Yeah,
white
Sword
spandex.
Lily, that was smart. I should have done the same,
I
honestly.
know.
Oh my gosh. So early Fukus, I did one off Sparkle Pipsy a long time ago. I'm dating
Yes.
myself, but I made it out of cotton.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
There's
little
baby
poplin.
Michi. Yeah, so this is
Baby.
can be different depending on what tutorial you use and what stage of Sailor Moon you're going.
Yes.
So the first thing is pick a season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're Sailor Moon, pick a season.
Yeah,
Pick a
absolutely.
season.
Sailor Moon, yeah. The other sailors, it's
Not a whole ton
not as
changes.
too big of a jump,
Yeah.
but Sailor Moon.
Yeah, I would say honestly, if there's like a character, this is something that I regret not doing when I like started making fukus is like if there's a character that you really and you want to cosplay over and over again, just make the bows for all of the iterations in the one
Mhm.
go so that you don't have to then cry and remake all of the bits because the dye
Yep.
lots are now different and
Yep.
depression lesson learned. So like now every time I make a new fuku for a senshi that I haven't cosplayed before, it's okay. I'm doing the season whatever color, like
Mhm.
entry season color, and then whatever the heck happens in
Mhm.
supers, and then
Thankfully
doing the
for
bows.
me, Venus stays with the one
Yes,
stripe the entire
exactly.
time. I was like, "Oh, thank God, I don't have to
Yeah,
change that."
yeah, because Mars and Venus stay the same.
And then Jupiter
Season one
gets
to
a
season
stripe.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think Mercury has 2 stripes in the first
it
iteration?
depends where you're sourcing to because like Crystal, the
Oh,
manga, and the
uh-huh.
90s anime all
Are
do a
all
different
different,
thing because
really? Oh
Merc
my god.
I think she doesn't oh god, I went down hang on, let me just pull up the Moon Menagerie guide for this because I like
Also, I found my first Fuku was made in 2014.
I went down
Oh, that's so cool.
oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, I knew it was on here somewhere. Here, I don't know if I
Okay,
can.
okay,
Sword Lily, that's a great tip and something I actually did with my first Neptune Fuku. Sword
okay.
Lily Cosplay says I made my bow skirt collar detachable so I can use the
Yeah,
same
I know there
blue.
Yeah,
was a lot of people were doing that.
modular fukus are
Yep.
You
okay.
wanna go ahead?
Yes. So for first Henshin, Moon, Merc, and Jupes all have 2 stripes if we're going off of the 90s anime. Crystal was also inconsistent with
Wow,
their
there we
striping,
go.
and then Mars and Venus both have 1 thicker stripe, and
Mhm.
then Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus have 0 stripes for their
Yeah,
first Henshin. And
yes.
then the second one, everybody except for the Moons get 1 thick stripe, and then please hold while I retrieve. Is that 2 or 3? I can't see. It's 2 gold stripes for Moon and Chibs for Super. Oh.
Yeah, there's that. That was my first Fuku.
I
Baby's
love
first
that.
I
Fuku.
actually made them in order, fun fact, as
Oh my
well.
god.
Really?
So I made the original Fuku in 2014, and then in 22 I made the Super Fuku,
Nice.
and then in 23 I made Eternal.
Journal.
I made
I
them in
love
order.
that. It's so funny. All right,
Not
so
intentionally, but I did make them in order.
Hey.
that's epic that you leveled up as you
No,
went.
I know.
exactly.
That was yeah, no, I really like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if we're talking, I guess like where to start.
Do we want
I
to
guess
start with
pattern wise, there is, I don't know if it's still, I don't think it's still in print actually. The green pepper pattern was like
Yeah.
the pattern because it has the perfect like V-neck or V waist shape that
Yep.
the Sailor Fuku have, as well as the circle skirt
Mhm.
and the leotard. So it was
Yeah.
like basically, and then bless Yaya for coming out with
Mhm.
Mama Yaya coming out with her not Sailor
Sailor
Moon
Moon. Yeah,
pattern.
her
Like,
Space Guardian, whatever the hell it's called.
yeah,
I
whatever
forget
it
the name.
was. And then, of course, we had Sparkle Pipsy's tutorial, and then the GOAT herself, Catherine Zahn. We don't
Yes.
know what happened to Catherine Zahn, but we love her.
Yes.
And I actually have one of her patterns. Like, they're really nice. Like, they're like printed, like they came in a big envelope.
Yeah, Kay cuts those
Um,
patterns used to.
yeah, but each one of them I've noticed like a handful of differences, like especially with Sparkle Pipsy, her original pattern uses a straight pleated skirt as opposed like
Yes.
just a rectangle as opposed to a
Yep.
circle, which is a lot more common these days. Oh, and Momo
Oh, Carino. Yeah.
yeah. She also has a pattern now as well. I think for actually the individual parts, so you can
Yeah.
make them separately because I'm pretty sure I've used parts of each of them to make
Yeah.
I think my super one. I mean, I just made a circle skirt for it.
Yeah. I'm trying.
But yeah, no, definitely there's a bunch of resources. Cosmic Coterie, I think, has walkthrough breakdowns for every single part as well,
Yep.
still up on their website.
so this is the pattern we were talking about that Barri
Yes.
mentioned.
Green
Yes.
pepper.
Yes, it's that is the pattern.
Buy it.
If you see this, buy it. I don't care how like just get it. This is
Yeah.
the pattern.
Yeah.
And then let's go over Sparkle Pipsy's tutorial.
Yes.
Let's see. It's
Oh
this
Oh,
yeah,
one.
yes,
Katie
Katie,
Cosplay
yeah, I
has one
forgot
now.
Katie has one
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
can't
Yeah.
forget Katie cosplays.
Yes. Yeah. No, actually, the one thing that's really interesting about another thing that's interesting. Actually, no, hers just have the angled pleats. If you scroll down, it has the
Mhm.
angled pleats as well.
Yeah.
I knew that it
It's
had
almost like kilt pleating for they.
yeah, yeah. I think it came from a cheer skirt pattern, if I recall correctly, from
Mhm.
talking to her.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, because she uses a similar pattern for one of her other skirt patterns that she came
It's
out
for
with
the
for Love
love
Live.
lives. Yeah.
Mhm. So that's how I
I
make all my pleated skirts now.
I love it. No,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, no, if you keep scroll down, I think it's the next page actually, where it's got the yeah, you could see
Yeah.
the skirt, and then if you go down, it has the
It has
pleating
the
guide.
pleating.
yes, she maps it out for you. It's
Mhm.
Yeah.
beautiful.
I
Yeah,
distinctly
I honestly
remember like
really would like my tip for the first timer would be to like start like collecting your resources because there
mhm.
are so many now. You don't need to just rely on one to get your
Yeah.
best results. This
Mhm.
especially and that's how I did it, especially with my newer one, my
Mhm.
newer Fufu, is that I like cherry picked. I'm like, oh, I like how Sparkle Pipsy has the extra the separate like the armor, body armor,
Yeah.
whereas a lot of the other ones have
Just
just
like a
a
seam
seam.
line
And
like
that
under the
seam is
bust or
a pain in
whatever.
the butt to get right.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Because
it is.
just remember on one of my Fuku, I have redone that seam too many
So
times
many
because it was just
times. Oh
puckering
my
and was
god.
miserable.
Yeah.
But don't give up. It's just go slow and
Mhm.
go careful.
Yeah.
And
Base
then
things. Base things real good. If you
yes.
go that route. Huh.
That's honestly why I usually tend towards the separate body armor, but
Yeah.
I also just like the silhouette that it gives you the kinda like the extra bulk up
Yeah.
like here and like in your
Yeah.
bust line and smooths everything out in that respect.
Yeah.
Where's the body
No,
armor?
because
Ah,
that way
here it
you
is.
don't have to worry
Yes.
about like your bra line showing through or
Yeah,
anything
exactly,
like
that too.
that.
Yeah, and especially also if you're
Um,
using, like, a thinner white spandex as
yeah.
well, it doesn't like because especially, like, you can even see it on, like, this top, sorry to be lewd on the screen, you can, like, see the lines through it, so it shows I am wearing a bra. But
You are a lady of decency.
I the jury's out on that. But anyway, I cosplay Panty from Panty
This
and
is
Stocking. I
true.
will
This
remind
is
you.
true. This is
You make
very
it awesome
true.
fun.
And I
Oh,
put down my stunt panties as a gag for myself.
Nice.
When
Excellent.
people ask for pictures, it's very funny.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, yeah. And then also the nice thing about having the extra like the extra piece for the body armor is that you can just sew your collar onto that or attach it to that, which makes life a little easier too than having to deal with sewing snaps to spandex.
Yeah,
Not that it's
but
that
just
bad, honestly.
anything I can do to avoid sewing snaps, like.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, a mood.
But with the
And
chest
then,
armor, the way that I ended up doing like the modular stuff is I made 2 chest armors too, because like
uh-huh.
all of the not moons have the same thing except
Yeah,
Pluto, because Pluto
yeah.
has no sleeve tacos for first
Mhm,
tension and then she
mhm,
like gains them later. But like I did the one with the 3 rolls and then the 3 rolls in like the little
mhm,
wingding, so that way I can just like be like, okay, whoever, bing bong, and not have to deal with sewing the
mhm.
spandex again because
Yeah, yeah.
it is the devil and I hate it so
Yeah.
much.
How did you make it modular did you sew the hip fin into your leotard, or how did you
No.
do it modular, or
So
was the
the
hip
way
fin
that
part of the skirt? Because
yeah,
the only
so the
one of
hip
mine that's modular is or the one that has a removable skirt, my internal costume, which
yeah,
doesn't have
yeah, yeah.
the hip fin, whatever,
Yeah, you just
the
have
hip
the sad
roll.
little ribbons, which are also the bane of my existence. But yeah, the way that I did it, I had a center snap in
Yeah, in the V.
the V part of the hip fin, and then I did 2 on the sides and then 1 in the back, like right
Mhm.
under.
That makes sense. Okay.
So that way, because the other thing too is like my like waist to ass is like ridiculous. Every time I try to do like the separate panty, it's okay, yeah, and it's super gathered in the back, and it's
Mhm.
just this
Yeah.
feels like wearing a
Yep.
diaper, and I hate it.
Yeah,
Please breathe
absolutely.
me.
No, I agree with that.
definitely. And then since we were talking spandex, spandex
Mhm.
I use that I actually recommend to a lot of people is the
Oh,
The
moleskin mat
moleskin, yeah,
from
that's what I
Spandex
was gonna
House.
say. Yeah, the spandex house moleskin mat is my second best choice of
yeah,
Joanne's fabric, which is now probably unavailable to most unless someone picked up their dead stock,
yeah,
if they even
Yeah,
had dead stock.
yeah.
But yeah, no,
So
the moleskin's great. I like the moleskin.
you don't have
yeah.
to line it. That's the
That's true.
important part.
Yes.
Yes.
And then go ahead.
We Love Color sells theirs by the yard too, and then what is it? Fabric Wholesale Direct, if you can get it, because
Yeah.
their stock situation
Oh,
wasn't
no.
great even before the
Yeah.
panorama, and now.
Mhm.
But yeah. Also, make sure that you get like the right needles for sewing
Yes.
spandex
Yes,
because
yes, very important.
yeah,
Also, when you're picking fabric, make sure that you think about, is it going to fray? If it's going to fray, you're gonna have to do a complete
Yes.
different thing
overlock.
than if it is not going to fray. So that
Yes.
might mean you need a serger or that you're gonna have to do some creative seams.
Yeah, or like just over. You can like overlock
Mhm,
on a
mhm.
regular sewing machine and still
Yeah,
sew
yeah,
them,
you can
but
overlap. There are ways, yes, but it
it's
is
just
an
not.
extra step for sure.
Yeah.
And then as far as the rest of the fuku, I personally really like to use satins and like a
Hmm.
matte pot de soie, unless
Mhm.
it's a special case. Like I made my super fuku with the Mystique spandex because
Mm,
my partner was like, "Let's make sparkly versions," and I'm like, "You don't have to tell me twice to make
yeah.
something sparkly." So
Yeah.
we used the holographic Mystique for stuff, and then everything else was the regular Mystique that doesn't have
Hmm.
the hollow to it, just to
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
not everything be a disco ball blinding. So we made our bows, and then the way to if you do wanna work with anything stretch in as a knit or sorry, not as a knit, and make it behave as a woven interfacing.
Yep.
Shape Flex is my best friend when it comes to that. You iron it on, and it takes away the stretch. It's great. 10 out of
Yeah.
10. So that's what we did for all the like bows and the collar and all that. So
Do you two
Yeah.
have a favorite interfacing?
I use the craft interfacing
Repellinate
for
away.
bows. That is key because it's a little
Yeah.
heavier. That the craft, I think it's called craft What?
It's Craft Fuse, it's Pollen
Craft Fuse, yes,
808.
yeah, it's Pellin, yeah, it's one of the Pellins. And then I use mid-weight for everything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like interfacing can make or break your bows.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, no, if I'm making a bow, like this bow that I have, that's solid. That's
Yeah.
not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
like, you can do
But
anything to that thing.
And
yeah,
it's not
exactly.
losing shape. Yeah.
Oh, tips for the brooches.
Brooches, use if you're not confident in molding and casting, you can get like a round ornament, like a Christmas
Mhm.
ornament, at least for the original. They do sell heart-shaped ones as well that I found. I but also there is a couple sellers, Zia's Collectibles, I think
Yeah.
it goes by.
Yeah.
She has every single
All
Sailor
of
Moon
it.
character. She is if you're looking for any of the Sailor Moon accessories that you don't wanna cast and mold yourself, she's got them.
Yeah.
She's also been in the game since the
Since
beginning.
forever. Yeah.
So, we're talking Sailor
Mhm.
Moon history. She is another piece of it as well, Katsuya. Her tiaras are so nice. I love her tiaras. She actually sells blank ones too. Yeah,
Really?
you or at least you can either that or you can request them because I don't I think I wanted it for because we got blank ones for our Eternals because I had made this I had cast
The
the stars
stars.
to
Yeah.
match our brooches. But yeah, no, you can she just met if there's something specific you want, she's obviously still responding because this was 2023 that we contacted
Yeah.
her about these blank ones. So she's still
Mhm.
around, which is great. And then I don't know if there's let's see what else.
Unique Cosplay Forest is another one. She's, like, on
They're gone.
half no, she's on, like, half hiatus. She, like, keeps popping up in Facebook groups.
Mm.
Like, she'll take, like, direct orders, but she's not
Oh,
doing,
but
like,
not like an Etsy
the
shop.
Etsy shop because I think she's had, like, health
Oh,
problems or
because
something.
they make the best
Oh my
forehead
Oh, yeah.
gems for any
Yeah.
cosplay.
Really?
I swear by my Neptune forehead
Yeah.
gem. I've worn it for 10 years
Mm.
almost.
Yeah, no, I've had the Venus one since 2018, and she's still going strong. Like, that thing has not
Which shop is
budged.
this? It's not Katsuya. It's the
No, it's Unique Cosplay Props. She's Unique Cosplay Props and Unique Cosplay Forest. One of them is, like, the Canadian storefront because I think she's based
oh,
out
I see.
but if you message her directly, she's been, like, popping up in, like, Sailor Moon
Mm.
group, and then there was one other that Eternal Cosmos had used, but I have to go back through my purchases. It might have been Katya, but
If you guys wanna laugh, so guess what these brooches are made out of?
Candy molds.
oh, I know exactly what they are. They're because I did the same thing for my Eternal.
What is it?
It's, candy
It's when you
molds.
get a balloon. No, it's actually when you get a balloon and it's the weight to hold down the
Oh
balloon.
Oh, I mean,
my
that's
god!
really clever,
It's
honestly.
it is the perfect Sailor Moon let me see. Don't look at my costume, but it's the perfect size and shape.
Okay.
Out here.
It's hilarious. It's from the bottom I was at Party City, rest in
Alright.
Oh,
peace,
River
and
Valley.
I saw it.
That's impressive.
So
Yeah, I collect star mold as a hobby.
Mhm.
So,
oh,
I
cool.
have almost every single star mold that's on the market right now because I like stars
Impressive.
in
Oh,
general.
yeah, it was
But,
Katya's. Never mind.
I did I cast that? I think I actually modified a mold and recast it out of to make it a better shape.
Yeah.
For to fit
That's
because the like, a lot of the molds, like the nautical star mold, which is what
Mm,
you need for the Eternals, you need to, like oh, no, what I did is I filled the mold, like, only partially and then
mhm.
shaped it in, like, post by stuff. Also, I wanted to share this little guy. I don't know if you can see him. He
Oh
holds
my
my
god.
bow.
Excellent. I
He
love
holds
him.
my bow. That was my
so
super
cute.
costume because the bow is so cumbersome.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna talk about
Oh, the
that bow?
bows? Okay, the bows, yes. So first off, Sparkle Pipsy, Sparkle Pipsy, Sparkle Pipsy.
Yeah.
Her bow pattern, I use it for everything. This bow, that bow. It comes in 2 sizes for downloadable on her DeviantArt, one the butt bow size and one the chest bow size. I actually, because I love her bow pattern so much and I make so many bows for all of my costumes, I have it scale I, like, went through and scaled it at 75%,
Mhm.
printed it out, scaled it at 50%, printed it out, scaled it at 25%, printed it out. So I have every
Mhm.
single, like, size I could ever imagine for it.
Excellent.
And then Cosmic Coterie took her bow pattern and modified it to make it
Mhm.
more like a double
The
loop.
loops. Yeah.
So instead
Mhm.
of because it generally faces like the bow is just hold on here. I can take my bow off and explain.
Yeah,
Because this is just the classic Sparkle Pipsy bow pattern. This is just because it's the bow shape. It's like boop. It's not a rectangle. It's got like a dip in the middle, like right here where it like dips in
Oh,
normally.
here, I can bring it up.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it should be on the if you have it on her.
Yeah, I got it.
Her bow
It
pattern
is my food.
is great for a lot of bows. It just makes really pretty shape when it's finished, and it's super easy to put together as far as like that. Oh, like
Yeah.
here, that
Like a lot less bulky than
than doing just a rectangle. Because
yeah.
I've seen so many people do
Yeah.
rectangles, and then it just gets really bulky and floppy. And
Yeah.
And also, these are the Christmas
Yes,
ornaments we
Yes.
mentioned
exactly.
earlier. You just paint the
Yep,
I got a
insides.
coterie, so you can see the loops, brother.
Yes.
Oh, yes, show the
Yeah.
loops.
So
Brother.
the interesting thing is that Cosmic Coterie flipped Sparkle Pipsy's pattern, and you cut them out the opposite direction, so you
Yep.
can create the loops, and it almost creates like an
It's like a weird little
oval shape.
oblong.
Yeah, it's like a weird oval, like with flat sides, and
Yeah.
then you just sew them together, fold them in half, and sew them together just like that.
Yep.
And that's interesting. I always am like, oh, are you doing a Sparkle Pipsy bow or a Cosmic Coterie bow?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it does make a difference. They do look pretty significantly different especially when you're talking Sailor Moon bows. But yeah, they're both great. I use both for different things depending on kind of the vibe or just I think is my Super Boa one like that loops? No, it's not. But then they also have the waterfall tail pattern, which is distinct
Yes.
to the supers.
Yeah.
And thank you for that because waterfall bows are a pain in the butt to pattern
So
otherwise
hard.
because I know there's a pleat in there and it has to be circular and not
Yep.
circular on one side.
Yeah.
I have the shape
It's
memorized
like
now because
we
it's like one side is flat and then the other side
it's like a big loop.
exactly.
I literally was on like a video call with Ashley, little Miss Ashenayo, for like hours being like, okay, take your left hand, take the left corner, put it over
Yeah,
here.
you
No,
have
that's too far.
to direct how to pleat it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yes.
it took
The
me so
waterfall
long.
swags that curse us all.
Yeah. No. Every time it breaks my brain and I'm just like,
Mm.
and then I get it and I'm like, oh, this was so easy. And
It's
and then instantly gone.
Yeah, and then another great cosplay pattern that Sword Lily brought up is Katie Cosplays, who's been on our show. Has a fantastic
Wow,
$5
$5.
That's
$5.
impressive. Yeah.
And it's such a
No,
beautiful
I know
pattern.
Katie's work. Katie's
so
made, I
pretty.
think, almost
So
every single Fuku.
I know.
I think she's made almost every single Senshi herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know 100. I don't know 100%. I just know she's made a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So she's made a lot. So she has the authority to make a pattern, and her stuff is. I think the one thing that makes her pattern distinct is I want to say it has the uneven hem on the skirt.
Yeah, where it goes
Where it goes up, which is like the look from the 90s, which I personally don't prefer just because I think it's just how my body is shaped. I don't love that look on me, but it works for some people. It makes your legs look
leggy for days.
They're for days, exactly.
It gives you anime legs.
You can get anime legs with these Fukus anyway. That's the one thing. Oh my god. I'm always like, damn, I got legs now.
Definitely, if you are looking for a pattern, it is size medium only, but she does give tips on how to size it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely always like to plug awesome people, so wanted to make sure we included Katie Cosplays. And then
Momo
if
Carino
we
also has a Fuku pattern still, I think.
Momo Carino. She's definitely, I think she did do the entire gauntlet.
Yeah.
I know that was like a mission for
It's Karino.
N-O, yeah.
And it's 2 words.
The other accessory seller is Starlit Creation.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Starlit Creation.
I was like, who was it? I can't remember.
It looks like she has her own shop. It's Momo Carino. It's KARINYO.com/shop.
Okay.
And she's got a bunch of cosplay patterns, but she does have the full, and that comes in every size. She is up to 4X, it looks like.
Hell
Oh, that's amazing.
No, that's that's great.
Sorry, can you spell it
It's
one more time?
Momo, so MOMOKARINYO.com/patterns or /patterns actually.
Got it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, she's got the skirt as a separate, she's got the pattern. It's a little more expensive than Katie's because Katie's is a bit more and Momo's comes in pieces. But actually, no, it comes in like there's
Oh,
the
yeah, like
skirt, there's
this.
the collar,
Okay,
there's the
fine.
bows, there's the
I
the
haven't
leotard. They're
seen.
all separate.
Okay.
So you'd probably
Oh,
still be
that's really
looking
cool.
at $20,
Yeah.
$25. Small creators, we love to
Yeah.
support.
Exactly. Oh my
We
god, the
love to
lucky
support them.
star!
Yes.
Sorry.
Also, I love this for the glove roll that they did
Oh
on
my
the
god, the
pattern
outer glove
one.
rolls kill me now.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
The
and
angular glove
nothing about them
rolls,
is
I've
straight.
never had to make one, and I'm really glad
No.
I've never had to make one.
No.
I've never made an
I
outer
it's
fuku.
Yeah.
actually, you know what? There's a tutorial. Let me see if I can find it. It's on DeviantArt, and that's how
I
did
probably
mine.
have seen that tutorial because I was gonna make Neptune at one point and then just never did.
Yeah.
Ah, I want you to make Neptune. That would
Yeah,
be
I
epic.
really should. I had a Uranus. I have to find a new Uranus. Need to find a new.
I got a Rolodex.
All right.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Yeah, we'll do it.
what are you
Do it. I'll have to dig out. I'll have to dig out. I'm pretty sure I have all the fabric for it.
Oh.
Like I have the teal, the dark teal
Mm.
for the skirt and
Yes.
the whatever other colors I need. The navy.
I cannot find it, but if I do find it, I will link
Coterie
it.
did
But it was
one too.
oh yeah, let's go back
Yeah,
to
They have
Cosmic
Coterie.
Coterie is a very comprehensive guide. Thank you,
Yeah.
Kiki Seamstress.
Yes.
If we're talking Fuku machine,
Oh my god, I know.
she told me to
Oh,
my face she has made over 100 Fuku for people, which I'm like, you're doing the work. You were, yeah, oh
100?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She was like, yeah, my most productive, I made over 100. And I was like, that's,
Goodbye.
Holy.
No, thank you, Satan.
But props
I
to
know,
her.
yeah.
Like that's
No.
Yeah, no,
incredible.
Kiki's incredible. She's a very talented seamstress.
Yeah.
I don't
She
know if her
is.
commissions are currently open. I think she's a little busy with school right now because she's getting her like third degree. She's
Yeah.
but yeah, no, all of the Cosmic Coterie stuff is all pretty much her as far as the Sailor Moon Fuku
Mhm.
resources.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it does say, however, some patterns are only available for Patreon.
Yes,
Patreon.
for the Patreon, I think it's like a $5. I don't even know if the
Yeah.
Patreon is.
Yeah, they
Oh,
yeeted it. So I
did it
don't
really?
know.
No, I
It
guess
might
it's
still be
still
here.
there.
Oh, can you still join it?
I don't know.
Because I think they're still like they're not actively updating it, but I think they're.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, I
they
mean, it's pretty much just the super upgrades, it looks like, that are still behind that paywall. Because
yeah.
yeah, the original classic Fuku, I think she does have full
Yeah.
tutorials and patterns for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see
Oh.
here how they break it down and accessories,
Yeah.
glove rolls, bows, skirts,
Mhm.
assembling.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool breakdown. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
and they
No.
did they use green pepper?
They use
I
green
think so,
pepper
yeah, they use
and
a
Yeah.
just
green
alter
pepper
it. Yeah.
pattern.
Ah, green pepper.
Yes, green
Yeah.
pepper,
Angels.
Every Sailor Moon
Oh,
cosplayer
wow, they
knows
even
it.
have finishing techniques? I honestly
Yeah.
haven't looked at the Cosmic Coterie in a minute.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah.
is like Moon Menagerie Bible forever.
Yes, exactly.
It's very
Um,
cool and comprehensive.
yeah.
And then as far as, like, other, like, additional materials that you need, the batting is what do you
Mm.
guys like to stuff your hip rolls with? Because I've used multiple options, but I found batting the best, in my opinion.
I found
I
batting's been
did
the best. I've tried a
Okay.
lot.
Yeah, because batting you can just mold and cut, especially once it's sewn. Because I've
It's
seen,
garbage.
and then for the glove rolls to get the really nice poof, the really nice like roundness to
Mhm.
them is the curtain cord.
Yeah, yeah. I have
Interesting.
them.
Have you not used the curtain cord? Oh my god, I love the
No,
curtain cord.
I
I
haven't
like
used the
Yeah,
curtain cord.
it's
I
that
have such a
like
love-hate relationship with it.
yeah, it's a pain in the butt to use because like if you're cutting it, you have to tape it right away or it's gonna
Yeah.
fray. It
Mm.
I
explodes like really easily. So you just have to be
got
really careful when you're working with it, but it makes really nice glove rolls.
it.
I know what I'm trying next.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yes,
This guy.
that stuff, exactly.
Oh my god,
This
how much
guy.
do you have,
Yeah.
Ducky?
Yeah, I've also seen people use that for the hip rolls as well, but I don't know if like yeah, I don't because it wouldn't work as much because of the V and like how they're graded. because like they get
Like,
thinner.
maybe with a softer cording,
Yeah, maybe the softer
but, like,
cording.
this guy?
But yeah, no, as on the video is what I mentioned about the flip of the Sparkle Pipsy pattern to make
Yeah,
that's what it looks like when it's cut out
flat. Yeah.
and flat.
Yeah, so that's what the Cosmic Katori looks like
Yeah.
bow, and then their finishing techniques, which is
Yeah.
really nice. It
Yeah.
it makes
Geeky Seamstress
the
also
circular bow.
did manga style bows,
Yes.
which I have somewhere. Please hold. Me, it's just ripping
But
apart the costume closet. It's fine.
just to give everybody an idea of what their guide looks like, it's really
Mhm.
sweet, it's really
Very
comprehensive.
thorough.
They
Yeah,
spend a lot of time on it, like, I
absolutely. Yeah,
appreciate
no, lots
them.
lots of love put into it and very thorough in its description and a lot of photos, which is really nice for visuals.
Yes, because I am a visual learner, I don't know about
Me
you.
too.
Same.
Me
Oh,
too.
Oh,
I
she's
have
right under me. I'm stupid. Where's she?
also
yeah, and this is for the
yes,
choker.
yes. Which actually that and the glove rolls, my other little trick that I've learned, especially if you're using satin for those, cut them on the bias.
Yes.
Because then it's
Cut it on the
which
bias
is
for
also
Oh,
this.
it's in tandem with the curtain cord is that because it gets a little bit more stretch from being cut on an angle, it has a little bit more stretch to go around those cords nicely and not bunch.
Yeah, you wanna cut them. Sorry, I'm just
Yeah, you gotta angle. It's like you're cutting
um
bias tape, but you're just cutting a big rectangle on an
yeah.
angle. Very easy, but
Um
a good tip that is potentially overlooked.
yeah.
yeah, and also you can see even their
Yes.
attachments
Yeah,
are
no,
really
I
cool.
highly recommend for chest bows to snaps to your collar
Yep.
or to the bodysuit underneath, depending on
Yeah.
where it hits you. Just because I have even a bow that's like super interface like this in heavy humidity
Yeah.
will
Will
sag.
start to flop.
So I always at least just my like chest bow.
Ah,
Because the chest bows are bigger than even the hair bows. The hair bows I find are like usually small enough that it's okay, but like anything, yeah, there's the go. There's
Yeah.
the elbow
I
rolls.
never would have thought to do
Yes.
that.
Yeah. So you just here's one done. Boom.
Yeah.
But you end up
Yeah.
like ladder stitching all the way around, which I don't love because I can never get it to look
Mm.
Yeah.
tidy.
Eh.
I've done it
A bow
previously.
workshop. Honestly, you're cooking, Lady Chappelle. I
Actually,
Hell
that's a brilliant
honestly, I
workshop.
yeah.
probably should bring that as a thing if
Yeah.
I get another invite or
That'd be like
something, or even just as a panel workshop
Did
suggestion.
we do
th that'd be good.
mangas?
So that's
I can't.
smart because I can make a bow in my sleep at this point. I have made probably at least 2 or 300 bows in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I wish that was an exaggeration. That might be an
No, but for
understatement, to
real.
be quite honest.
Yeah.
Between your idol cosplays
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
between
No,
the idols and the
exactly.
magical girls, there's many bows.
Yeah.
yeah.
Here's the manga bow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Barri.
I
Here's
like
your
that. Is that a lame that you use for that?
no, it's actually
Oh,
the
is it the cracked ice? That
yeah,
big
yeah. It's
ice
the
glazed.
cracked ice
Oh my god,
from
that stuff is so annoying to work with because it's
yeah,
like a
I
canvas,
hate it. It is the
but
devil.
it's so pretty. So
Yeah,
it's
look at this
you
freaking
want yeah,
disco
I know,
ball.
yeah, it, like, looks beautiful online. Also, if we're talking rare fabrics, this is the glitter Casa satin.
Oh,
I
Oh,
have
you have
I have
it?
a
my
stack of
beloved.
it, but that's what I used for this bow. It's my
Yeah.
special glitter Casa bow.
So
I
the
have
other thing oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Sorry, because I was like, oh yeah, you can see my sad little tack stitches here because I didn't
Oh,
bother
yes,
to tack
yes,
them.
tacking, yeah, I have that on no, I don't have it on this one. On a lot of them, I will tack,
The
like,
loops to
yeah,
the
the
tail
like
so that
that,
the tails
exactly, where you
sit
tack the
evenly.
tail.
Because
Mhm,
sometimes, even if you
mhm.
stitch this down,
Yeah,
sometimes the loops will shift
mhm.
a little bit and then nothing makes me battier in photos when one tail is
It's
slightly
crooked,
off and I'm like,
yeah, yep.
Oh, and there's that ladder stitching you were talking about.
oh yes, my arch nemesis with this. Ladder stitching is easy. I thought ladder stitching was so hard because of this. This is how
Yeah,
I learned it.
no, it's you go, like, up and over. It's a really cool stitch because it's essentially
Yeah.
invisible once you pull it all together, but it definitely is not, like, something that you learn right away. It's not sewing a button or sewing a seam or a running stitch or
For
something.
sure. All right, and then let's see who else's pattern have a wig on ever. Oh, what do we want to talk about Yaya's?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Yaya has hair pattern too. Yeah, Yaya's pattern, I think, uses a double
Yep.
circle. It's a little fuller than most because I use either a single circle or a circle
Mhm.
and a half for most of my
Yeah, and then
skirts.
she has the
I
eternal
think hers is a double circle,
Yeah.
Mm,
but she has the sleeve pattern for that
Yeah.
is really nice because it's really great for the
False
eternal fukus, which is basically what the pattern is, if
yeah.
you can't tell, is based off of
eternal.
for our viewers at
Sorry, I'm
home.
trying to find a decent picture of it because I think it's out of
Yeah.
print.
Oh,
I'm trying to
really? I mean,
check.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It was
Super.
McCall's.
She
Yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't have the bows, but I'm sure she probably was
We'll
like,
can figure
"That's
it
probably a
out.
little too close for IP. I don't wanna get
That's
Yeah.
so
sued."
fair.
And I'm like, "Valid."
But it's perfect for an Eternal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, the Eternals are their own beast for sure compared to the other ones.
For anybody who ever wanted to be a Cosmos Scout,
Oh.
there is a base costume that you can buy from Mick
Your
Costumes.
costumes. Nice.
And I actually, on my Instagram, have an entire
Mm.
breakdown of how to turn into this.
Yes.
So this was a group by Shiva Larson, and I was a part of it, and I documented my whole journey of transforming the Fuku from a bot Fuku to a Sailor Neptune Eternal Fuku.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And the parts, the brooches and the little wings were all from unique cosplay props, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that was the
Mhm.
Cosmos bundle. But yeah, it's another option if you want to be a Sailor Fuku. I like it more because it's more like a dress instead of a leotard. That's just a personal preference. But I just wanted to say that if you are interested, there is a complete guide on how to do it start to finish on my Instagram stories and a saved pin story.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So that's my little
Barri.
tangent. I'll bring up my Instagram and play the little story for everybody. So it is over here, right here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cosmos. Oh my god.
Log in.
Okay, I just emailed you the doc, so it should open
Sweet.
now.
Okay, it sucks. But yeah, but if you want to know how to do it, it's on my pin stories. It's back here in the way back, but it does exist. I'm ancient.
So we did for
Yeah.
WCS World Cosplay Summit. The three of us went as
Oh.
alumni because of Mandy was supposed to go in 2020, and then we all know
Yep.
what happened in 2020. We were the team, the first virtual team, so we got to go in 2023 as alumni as part of our prizing because of when on the Anime Expo side, part of the prizing for qualifying as
Mhm.
Team USA was to go to Japan. So we're like, all three of us love Sailor Moon, so let's do Sailor Moon. And also, it was the same year that the Eternal movies were coming out, so we were like, this is
Yeah.
perfect. We actually ran into an Eternal Moon, which was really cool. We got to take some pictures with her, and then we also ran into a full Senshi group.
My heart.
But yes, yeah, Chibi Tifa was Mars, and then Tekka was Jupiter, of course, because that's her girl, and then I was Venus, of course, because that's my
Yeah.
girl. But let me find
Slay.
where is my waist? Yeah. Sorry, it's on my phone, but this is how we did our hit
Yeah.
our like so basically it's actually we use the white for the
Mhm.
leotard from the leotard as the middle one, and then we just had a gap. And then
Um,
we put that as the yellow on Venus is the waistband. And then if you can see a little bit closer, I did it's satin stitched on or
oh,
it's top stitched on. And then this is on a piece of Velcro.
smart.
But yes, and then as far as the Eternals, there's also like the debate of horsehair braid
Mhm.
versus not horsehair braid. I find for the Fukus, horsehair braid just is too much.
I think
At least in my
yeah.
experience. I think for the Mius, it's okay because the Mius are like
Yeah.
bigger. But I think for to get that classic silhouette, I feel like a lot of the time I just find you get too much
Yeah.
ruffle with even, like, thin, like, half inch
No,
horsehair
yeah,
braid,
because like, for
but
I forget what we
yeah, go ahead.
used for menagerie. I think we used half inch, and it literally the flower bouquet set for Love Live, it felt like running
Mhm.
around in that. It was, like, so much skirt, and I'm like, "Oh my god," because like,
Mhm.
for, like, regular Senshi, like, I could go
Mhm.
either way with the horsehair, but with
Yeah.
Eternals, it's just, "Oh my
Mhm.
god, this is
Oh my god, it'd be way
so
too much,
much."
yeah.
I think if anything, like, a good, like, middle would be, like, fishing
Mhm.
line in the
Yeah,
hem.
yeah, that's actually yeah, that is good. And then the other thing with the Eternals is the sleeves. If you have it says because we layered
Mhm.
organza for the sleeves, so,
Yeah,
like,
that's so
there's my
pretty.
progress pictures, and they look really
Yeah,
nice. Oh,
cause
here,
like,
I'll
in the
let me
Kodansha oh my god, so pretty. Cause the Kodansha cover art for when Moon was re-released, it looks sheer,
mhm,
and then in
mhm.
Eternals, it looks
Yeah, and actually,
semi-sheer.
Venus is the only one that has a different
Yeah,
color than her actual image color for her
yeah.
sleeves, which is so dumb,
Um,
and I'm mad about it every day.
it's goofy, but
And then, oh my god, the gloves were an adventure. See what I have because I finished those
oh
in
my gosh.
Japan because they were definitely like, they're because the Eternal gloves have that, like,
Yeah,
V
they have
that,
the
like
little
the
bracelet
V
Yeah.
is, like,
thingy.
at the wrist. We actually have them so that you can just take off the
Ah,
clothes over your hand, and let me see, I wish I had a do I have a picture of that? I might.
smart.
Yeah, here, we can you can see it here with,
Nice.
in my video shot or my mirror selfie in
Nice.
Nagoya, where it's like that, and then it has a snap, and then there's a glove that
Goes
like, just a
under.
regular,
Yeah.
like, short the
Smart.
spank glove that goes right under
That's so
it.
smart.
So it was really nice, especially because I find anything with the long gloves is such a pain in the butt to
Yep.
take off.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and let's talk about things that you should think about when you're gonna cosplay Sailor Moon. You're gonna be wearing gloves.
Yeah,
You are not gonna have access to
yeah,
your phone for most of
Yeah.
the day.
no. That's why I like the trick where you just cut a little, like,
Teeny
slit.
slit in the finger and
Yeah,
then
or I've experimented with conductive thread, but I find it doesn't work very well just because it's and also you see
right,
it.
yeah.
Like, a slit is a lot less
Yeah.
obvious. Also, I want you all to see me dissociating on Japanese
Nice.
national television while they were talking, and someone sent me this being like, "Oh, hey," and I was like, "I look like I'm dying," which I was. It was very hot.
Yeah.
But you look so cute.
I know. These turned out
Yes,
so
yes.
lovely. I was just like,
Yeah, I'm
or
trying to find let me see if I have 'cause we wore them at
mhm.
KumoriCon together. Where's the 3 of
Like,
us?
Oh, you guys
y'all are
look so
yeah.
good.
10 out of 10. Slay.
Yes, big sleigh. But yeah, no, they were and then for boot covers, more spandex.
Oh, okay.
Smart.
Yeah, we used actually stretch pleather
Mm.
for our Eternal boot covers and then just top stitched on the because we used spandex. If my ribbon on my waist was also the Mystique
Golly.
spandex
Smart.
as well, just to give it like some extra texture and also because I had it for my
Yeah.
super
Yeah, yeah,
super
yeah.
costume.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
And then but yeah, no, definitely what was I gonna say? Think about wearing it here's a picture of us on stage looking cute, and you can see them. Yeah, but this was super nice too because they're removable
Yeah.
boot covers, and we just put them over white
Nice.
pumps, so you don't have to buy a new pair of
Yeah.
shoes like I've had to do for. I have 3 pairs of
Yeah.
Venus shoes as well, unfortunately, because I bought the exact same pair of
Mhm.
shoes. They're these, like, nude, like, heels because they have
Yep.
the ankle
Yep.
strap, and I painted one pair
Mhm.
orange glitter, and then I painted the other one blue for
Sailor V.
my prototype
Oh,
Venus.
prototype, yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, it's the same shoe she
Right.
wears
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
V, so if I really wanted to do V as well, I
Yeah.
could.
Sailor V is actually a really good first Sailor Fuku to make.
Yeah. It's much
Yeah, honestly,
easier.
you're right, because it's much easier, it's more similar to the, like,
It's a school
either a
uniform.
typical sailor uniform yeah, exactly. Because although I will say and what tripped me up even when I made my
Mm.
prototype Venus back in, what,
Yeah.
last year? 2 years?
It
No.
No, it
was
wasn't
last
last
year.
year, yeah, 24.
Yeah.
It's just because it's got, like, that, like split.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the color
it's got like
blocking.
a weird like red part here, and I think V has a similar
Yeah.
She does.
red detail. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the little like red indents, and you're just like, girl, what
Yeah.
is that? That was the only part of it that tripped me
No.
up.
Yeah, because I
So
was like making this really fast because I went to tattoo like on a whim and I didn't have any
mhm,
fukus that like fit and I'm like, what can I make really fast? Sailor V, because I've had her on my list forever.
mhm.
Mm,
Yeah.
I was gonna do inset corners and then I didn't. I just cut a rectangle and top stitched
Don't
it.
blame you. Don't blame me at
I was like, I'm gonna
all.
be fancy. I'm gonna learn a
Inside
new
corners are
joke.
but yeah, no, yeah, I don't do I have I should have a picture because we almost had a
I
prototype group, which was really sad that we couldn't find a Jupiter in
Oh,
time. Also, Venus's gloves in that are so
so yeah.
stupid. Like
I
what is
know.
this?
I
well,
What is going
no,
on?
boy.
Why are you like this? Why do you have a red
Yeah, who
thumb?
hurt you?
Why do you have a red thumb and a stripe on you? Girl, why?
See,
So
we
yeah,
complain so much about how much fukus make us suffer. Imagine if the prototypes were the final.
I know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh here. This is a collection of all my Venus
Oh,
Oh,
clothes.
all the little
Well, actually, it's not
babies.
all of them. I have one more. I have a cotton one as well that I wore with my
Yes.
civilian
yes.
Sailor
All right,
Venus.
here, I finally got my story up.
So, oh my god.
So, this was the kit we were sent. It had all of the wings already
Mhm.
made and already pre-done for the scouts. And then this is what it came with initially.
Oh,
And then
okay.
we slowly covered it in ribbon.
Damn, Mick costumes.
Okay.
Did you guys use the wired one or did
Um,
you
It
find
was like the world's worst ribbon.
yeah.
It shedded everywhere.
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah, sparkle ribbon is not fun to
but
work
boy,
It's
did it
with.
so
look good.
pretty.
Yeah. And then
But yeah, it definitely looks
this
so
is what it
nice.
came with, and then I replaced it.
Yeah. So this might be like a good segue into like how to upgrade bot costumes, that sort
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
stuff
yeah.
of
That's
like
great. Yeah.
replacing because like even with like panty and stocking, like there's always those like sad little like PVC hearts that are
Mhm.
like small and understuffed.
They're, like, soft and look
Yeah.
terrible because they're made out of PVC on a curve, and
Yeah.
it's like, I'm
Yeah.
wrinkled.
So I think like easy stuff to upgrade is like even just, like, swapping out the
Bows.
bows, like, even if you're not remaking
Yeah.
the entire fuku, just swapping out the bows makes a
Yep.
huge
Yep.
difference, and then
Yeah.
Mhm.
with my little, title set, "If you iron
Precious meat.
and press
Yeah,
your
if you
seams."
iron your pre-made costumes, that
Yeah,
already
like,
bumps it up
just
a million
ironing it makes
times.
it look so much better and
Iron your
please,
costumes,
please,
Please.
please.
It's something I know I avoid sometimes, but I know it's always the best thing to
Oh, I
do.
love ironing. Ironing's, like, one of my
yeah,
favorite. Yeah, box cosplay glow ups
yeah,
are
Yeah.
great. You are so right,
yeah,
totally.
like, replacing, like, the brooches that usually come with them because 'cause they're usually just, like, fabric covered, like, pins, basically, and it's
Yeah,
just like
exactly. They're not, like, nice. It is also a really good honestly, I found Birches to be, like, baby's first
yeah,
casting project
exactly.
also is a really good option for learning casting because it's just one thing, and then you really have to learn, like, how
Yeah.
mix-ins work. I do recommend if you are going to do it, don't if you have mix-ins, let it cure a little bit and get a little sticky before you pour it
Mhm.
in your mold so that the glitter stays suspended
It doesn't all stink.
in your and doesn't all sink to the bottom of your all on the bottom of the mold
Yeah,
and just have glitter and then
yeah,
resin. So, it does get a little sticky if you leave it too long, and not speaking from experience or anything. It does get a little hard to work with if you left it a little too long and you're like, "It might get a little bar bubbly,"
yeah.
but there's enough glitter in there, who
What
cares?
other base costumes do you guys recommend for bot
Base
cosplay to
costume
upgrade?
for, like, to upgrade? I honestly don't know. I don't know what I've never bought a
Same.
Fuku, so I don't really know what's out there to
I
Like,
buy.
I keep
have.
seeing the same.
Yeah, I see the same, like, it's they use, like, a
Yeah,
polyester for the skirt, and it's usually just, like, a rectangle skirt, it's not even a
yeah,
circle,
and
so you could upgrade a skirt by making it a
yeah.
circle skirt.
Because what I used to do, like, before like, my first ever, like, Eternal Chibiusa that may or may not have photos existing of it, we don't know. But what I
Mm.
ended up doing for that was just, like, buying a leotard, and then, like, I made everything else to go along with
Yeah,
it, like, that
yeah,
sort of
that's
thing.
also another good way to do it is start with, like, your base, like, your leotard, you don't need to make that, that's easy to get, that's easy to modify, you can and especially because 'cause they're
Yeah,
spandex, they don't fray, so even if you really are short on time or
yeah.
skills, just
Buy it.
cut it.
Yeah, because like, honestly, nobody's gonna tell that the sleeve tacos are, like, a slightly different shade of white
Exactly.
and the hip roll, like, nobody's gonna know.
Mhm.
The skirts even I feel I don't know what would, like, help with the
With the
skirts. I
Yeah,
skirts,
think
because
yeah.
even just yeah, it's this.
for science, I bought
Yeah.
one. For science, I
Yeah.
bought one.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
for science,
because
that's
I'm all
important.
curious and I had to know.
Mhm.
So, some stuff that I like, some stuff I didn't like. The brooch is actually awesome.
Oh,
The
alright.
brooch,
Oh,
let's see if I
wow.
can find son of a biscuit. Sorry, I worked at Disney. There
There's
it is,
brooch,
actually
yeah.
solid,
Oh,
Mhm.
and it's
wow.
really
Yeah,
nice.
it
That
does
looks
look pretty
really
nice in that
nice.
picture. It looks like it's like a plastic mold,
Mhm.
like, that they actually had, like, industrially made.
Yeah, and then some stuff immediately that I didn't like. The bow goes around the neck with elastic. No.
Yeah,
What?
No, no.
What?
snaps.
No, no.
What?
No.
Snaps are best besties.
Oh, that's smart with the snap on the back of
Yeah, for
the
the
collar
ornaments.
star. Oh, there's a nice shot
Of
of
the
the
bro
Yeah.
if it
of the
wants to.
brooch.
Oh my
Yeah, that's
god.
nice.
It's so chaotic and gay. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so it's a really nice brooch. The gloves are not angled, so they're technically
Just flat.
incorrect, but nobody's gonna call you on that.
Nobody
If you
cares.
care, like I cared, you can remake them.
Yeah.
But that's a easy glow up right there.
Yeah, definitely. Or honestly, even I guess it also would depend on what fabric it's
Yeah.
made of too, because even, like, with this one, a lot of the accessories look like cheapy plastic, so, like, I would probably switch them out for, like,
Yeah.
Katsuya's, because Katsuya actually uses a real brass
Mhm.
for
Dura.
her
Yeah.
tiaras, which is a little unfortunate for wig headaches, but it's they
Perfect
look
way
pretty, so
out.
I'll settle.
Yeah, yeah, so here's a good breakdown
Yeah.
Yes.
picture of it. It is a dress, it's not a leotard.
Oh, so there's no, like, panty part.
Oh,
No. Safety shorts are
Interesting.
your best friend.
Yeah.
highly recommend.
Yeah, and then I really hated the thing I hated the most about this costume is these eternal sleeves.
Oh, yeah, because 'cause they're just like
Limp.
triangles of organza or
Yeah.
rubber,
Yeah.
right? I've seen costumes with them, and a way to upgrade those is to put clear
Yes.
vinyl
Yeah.
instead.
And that's easy. You can just do that with spray
Yeah, because
adhesive.
yeah, you can buy clear vinyl, you could cut it, it doesn't
Mhm.
fray because it's vinyl.
Yeah.
Th
So
and store-bought fukus are always a valid option. If you
Yeah.
want
Oh my god.
oh, absolutely,
yeah, so
yeah,
No, you
for
don't
sure.
have to be feral.
Yeah, you don't have to be crazy like
yeah,
all of
don't
us.
that's why I just wanted to bring up, like, you can
Mm.
buy this
Yeah,
fuku and then you can upgrade it in a really
yeah,
Yeah,
cool way.
yeah.
exactly.
And then this also is a good segue into closet
Ah,
cosplay,
Yay!
because there are so many awesome and fun outfits in Sailor
yes.
Moon that aren't the fukus, which I have personally only done the crystal
Mhm.
opening Venus with the
Yep.
orange sweater, just because I can buy an orange
Right.
sweater, I can buy a blue button down, I can buy a navy pleated
Yeah.
skirt, and there we go, poof, I have a
Right.
costume. So there's definitely a lot of really cool and unique, interesting outfits. I think also in the 90s
Mhm.
anime has some like super iconic
Oh,
looks.
100%.
One hundo.
So we've got Mamoru's purple
Yes.
pants. So like,
The
you
purple
know,
Purple
pleated
pleated
pants.
pants.
I like that you and I
pleated
are
pants,
both on those
exactly.
pleats. We're like,
Oh, because my fiance just survived like her first season of Sailor Moon, first watch of it ever. She is
Mm.
not called off the engagement, so yippee.
Well, that's
But she
good.
is
Good.
also I we have not seen much of Mamo and his civilian fashion yet, and
Yeah, yeah, that's more in
I'm
season
like,
two. Yeah.
darling, the purple pleated pants and the green blazer is like his best fit. Only
Uranine Zach. I don't
Uranus.
sorry, I don't know
"Oh,
how to
say
say your
Ura.
name very
Or
Just
well.
call him."
oh,
I'm gonna fight. Tell me who's being
yeah,
judgmental because I will fight them because that is the only time you should be judging cosplay is when you're a judge at a
yeah,
cosplay contest.
exactly.
And
100%.
that's it. If someone else is judging you too, that is their problem, not yours. you are cosplaying. If you are having a good time, that's all that matters. I don't care if you have an AliExpress Fuku or you have a Fuku that took you 3 years to make. Both valid. They're great.
Exactly.
You're awesome.
You are here.
They might look totally different, but you know what? That's the fun of cosplay. But you can still Spider-Man meme with each other and it'll look cool. So who knows? Who cares? Just make friends with the people who aren't judgmental, and they're the people who matter. Because like I said, the people who are being judgmental are bitter and not worth your time.
No, exactly. Like us being like, oh, sad polyester, whatever. It's because we know we can do better. It's not like
exactly. It's like, yes, you can do better, but if that's your only resource,
do
who
it.
cares?
Rock that
It's a
polyester.
costume. Wear it.
Exactly.
Have fun. Yeah, exactly.
I wonder
if it's still gonna make you happy. Great.
Yeah. No, exactly. This is just okay. If you want to be feral, here you go. If you don't like,
if you want to be crazy, great. But you don't have to be
no,
crazy.
but they can meet me. They can meet me on the con floor, and I will.
Absolutely. If there's that, call them out, and I'll be like, listen, we're gonna go.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
That better not remind you of much, Ducky. What are you talking about? Oh no, Earl.
Fat shaming's never acceptable in any
Absolutely
space.
not.
No.
That's a shame. I will definitely fight them then, because that's unacceptable.
Oh yeah, no, same.
Yeah, Earl, we love you.
It was like the Viz Media Masquerade year at Anime Boston. Who was it? It was somebody like in our group that was like, oh, Jess is fat and talentless, and that's why she never wins awards. Oh yeah, she should stick to sewing straight lines. Was because I had dared to make my Venus princess dress for Katsu that year. Oh, like
I hate
I do too.
I hate those people. Oh, Kitty.
Oh,
Kitty's
hi, Naboo.
biting. Is that Luna? Luna's here.
That's Naboo is there. Luna is there.
Oh, Luna. I didn't even see her.
I didn't know that your cat's name was Luna. I just saw a black cat and went, oh, we're talking about Sailor Moon. Luna. If it was a white cat, I would have said Artemis. If it was a gray cat,
Diana.
I would have gone with, oh my God, Diana. Yes.
Exactly. I got double trouble. But yeah, he's named after Star Wars.
Star Wars.
And then planet. Luna is named Loona after the band.
Oh, nice. Yes, K-pop.
Yep, so both things.
That works.
I see. Well, hey, it works. It's double meaning.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right, so for closet cosplays, I got a few examples.
Oh,
yes. So let's go into early Michi days. So these are examples of just like costumes you can make, and it's still identifiable as Sailor Moon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And that's the fun thing I've noticed also with Sailor Moon cosplay as a genre is that people get really creative with their mashups.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've seen everything from what's the moon character for the superhero with the
Moon Knight. Yeah. And somebody did the Moonlight Knight, Moon Knight.
Sailor Fuku. I've seen every Disney princess under the sun. It's just really fun. And you can also do that by modifying like found pieces as well. But yeah, again, honestly, having just the color blocking as like part of the costume itself makes it identifiable and recognizable.
No, exactly. Our punk shoot was like all like stuff that we had thrifted and changed.
Yeah,
and, when we went to see the Super Live in New York City the first time around, we made like circle skirts, but like the rest of the stuff was from our closet. And it's if you have stuff like the wigs, that's like the thing that makes it like
oh yeah, the wig, big giveaway.
Like high quality wig, high quality beat will save pretty much any cosplay, but also make it really recognizable as Sailor Moon. And then like how can you make it like okay, yes, this is like a mashup sort of a thing, and like the color blocking of it. Like when I did the like Italian Renaissance Venus, I had a bunch of pearl accessories because Bertha Venus in a seashell. And the orange and blue and gold and everybody.
Yeah, and it's also, especially with Sailor Moon, the color schemes are so distinct that like even just having like for Venus especially and like Mercury, Mars, it's like having the red and purple together with the white, or having the orange, yellow, and blue it's just having those colors too can really help just make a closet cosplay feel, I guess, real and recognizable. But then also, again, like I said, there are plenty of thriftable outfits within the series
Oh,
that are
Yeah.
so
canon,
much. Let me
so
actually
there's plenty of you got plenty to
Mhm.
choose
what
from.
I wanted to
Sewing
bring up
machines
was
are
actually
intimidating.
Yeah, they are. Honestly, you know what?
Mood.
If I didn't know how to sew right now, I would
Yeah,
agree.
no, same.
alright, so if you're looking for inspiration, somewhere I highly recommend, if you
Miss
don't know her,
Dream.
a great Moonie is called Miss Dream.
Slay.
It's a Sailor Moon translation project. She has all of the Japanese Sailor Moon art books, and the
Mhm.
art
Oh, heck
books
yeah.
are absolutely amazing for
Yeah,
outfits.
they're
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, Naoko Takeuchi's art is
Yeah.
stunning, especially her
Oh my
colored
god, I
stuff.
know.
Oh, yeah, if you wanna be a brunette and cosplay Usagi, technically it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
canon.
and actually, the interesting thing also is a lot of her stuff is also derived from, like, high
Yes.
fashion,
Yes.
that one there's actually a handful of ones that are just
Yep.
direct, like,
The Ayakashi
page
sisters
from
in their entirety and
Yep.
the Shitano and
Mhm,
even I
mhm.
saw recently I was looking
Me too, Sword Blue. I did
Zirconia
too.
is also a Mugler.
Zucarnia was in drip.
Yes,
Let's see, where's the casual outfits? I swear to God they are
I
here.
think it's like the next art book. The other
Next
thing too,
Yeah.
the Rise on Eternal one that just came out has like art from all of the old art books. So if you didn't get your paws on those back in the olden
Mhm,
times or don't want to pay an arm and a leg for the OGs, you can get like nice
mhm.
quality scans.
like, these outfits are so cute.
I know. Those are gorgy.
But, yeah, I just wanted to recommend looking at your manga artwork because you can
Mhm.
really find some cool closet cosplays in
Yeah,
Yeah.
there.
yeah, and honestly, even with the advent of Crystal and the
Yeah.
Cosmos movie, they have had a bunch of, like, collabs that like, the ones that kind of like the party
Oh yeah, yeah.
dresses and the what's the other?
They had the
The, like,
glasses
they're, like,
collab,
50
like it was
yeah, there's a couple of them, but look, you could go to one of the Colossal Cons and be
a
Usagi in
swimsuit.
a
Yeah.
floral bathing suit,
Yeah.
and all you need is the bun head
Right.
and
Exactly.
a pink bathing suit, and boom, you
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Personally, I love her, like, pink one with all of the yellow bows on it from
Oh
It's
my god,
very,
yes.
very iconic.
Oh, yeah, these
Yeah,
kids.
so,
I love these.
Yes, this are
honestly,
Mhm.
Venus is rocking it.
I know, Venus, her
I
sense of style
know.
that she gave Venus is just
Slay.
Immaculate.
queen shit,
I
queen stuff.
have a Pinterest
I
board
know how to love
of a bunch of I have, like, several Pinterest boards actually, but of all of the Senchi's, like, casual fits and then all of the collabs and
Mm.
everything else and, like, alternate art.
Yeah, yeah.
You can find me at Fancy Duckie on the Pinterest also. I think they're public, but yeah, if you're looking for inspo, I have
Mhm.
collected.
Just be careful, or if you're using Pinterest for the first time, there's so much
Yeah,
AI
there's
slop on there
Garbo.
now, just be careful with what you're looking for,
Is the
because
devil.
oh my god.
Oh,
But
and
anyway.
then if you wanna cosplay, let's say, Molly and Melvin, they have a
Mm.
lot of iconic
Mhm.
Yeah, they
outfits.
have really cute
Of
Oh, yeah,
ones.
for
just get the
sure.
glasses for
Yeah,
Melvin.
Yeah, exactly.
honestly.
Yeah, boom.
You could wear, like, literally anything from your closet and just have, like, the Umino glasses and
Mm.
people will know.
And if you show up at a meetup, you will be so popular.
Oh my god, I know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, any rare character that's not one of the
Yeah.
Senshi, definitely big hit.
Oh, yeah, speaking of rare characters that
People
I've
will be
done,
there.
because 'cause I've done a lot of really stupid shit in Sailor Moon.
Yeah, those are the photos that from with that
Yeah,
I
Barri was
craft.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to cosplay a villain of the week, it is
Mhm.
super duper niche, but the
Yeah, no, their skit was
That
super
was
parts
so
cute
is
too.
good.
It
good.
was so funny. I loved your skit. I was
Yay!
so excited when I was like, "Wait." I also was judging that year,
Mhm.
Yeah,
so I'm a little biased that my year had you
yeah,
guys, and I think we did give you an
best
award, right?
advance.
You gave you best advance,
Best
yeah.
advance, so we were very proud because we had a
Yes, absolutely. No, these and again, like you're saying, like the rare costumes, it's just so fun
Yeah.
to see people do them. Even if it's not
Yeah.
you, it's just, oh wow, that person like picked this character from episode like
Yeah.
35.
like, we were
Um,
clowns.
yes.
Yeah,
There was,
exactly.
oh my god, who was it? Oh my god. 404. Sorry, I'll remember in a second. Oh,
Yeah.
there was a girl that was cosplaying like Ray in the pink overalls.
Yes.
I don't know her handle, but, like, I've seen her at a few different conventions, and I have lost my entire mind every single time. But she even had the
I
little
know, the cute
fish
girl
bag with her
outfit.
one time, and I'm like,
Oh, nice.
Oh, let's talk about props.
"Yes."
Yeah, props are
Yeah.
great. Props, they do have proplicas for everything, I think, except the sword,
I think so.
Venus's sword, because I think they have an official mirror and an official sword for or scepter or what or side whatever the scimitar, whatever the
Oh,
heck
Saturn's glaive
Uranus's
or
yeah, the glaive, there we go, yes,
Saturn's
thank you,
glaive,
that's the
yeah,
word I'm looking
the
for.
things that
Saturn's glaive, the mirror, and then all of Sailor Moon's wands have replicas.
so Neptune has a Proplica, it's not very good.
Mhm.
I have it.
Yeah, I find that some of the
It's
replicas
a
are
bummer.
hit or miss.
I can go grab it if you want to see it.
Oh, the garnet
Yeah,
rod
they
too,
don't
Oh.
have
yeah,
the
no, the
garnet
garnet
rod,
rod
they
will
don't
be a
have any of
little
the outers,
and the
the Venus
glaive, and
sword.
Saturn's glaive,
Yeah,
yeah, that
and
also.
then
But those you can get, I think, 3D
printed.
printed
Yeah,
like, 3D models for a lot of these things now. I'm sure there's some Moony out there that's capable of 3D
yeah,
modeling that I don't know the name of, but I'm sure they exist.
yeah.
I do want Venus's sword
Oh
one
my god,
day.
it's so much fun, Barri. You feel so
I
powerful with
know,
it.
because 'cause it's got the little moon in it, it's so cute.
It's amazing.
And then you're also like, "Boom, I'm the leader of the Sailor
Mhm,
Senshi."
mhm.
Oh, yes, and then, yeah, EVA foam is another great resource for that, for props. EVA foam is really nice because it's cheap and
Yeah,
light and also is fairly malleable, and I think there are a lot of there's a lot of resources on, like, prop building with EVA
mhm.
foam in general, and then I'm sure someone has, like, how to make the glaive
Yeah,
or the garnet rod or something, I don't know.
uh,
I have not cosplayed either of those 2, so I don't
yeah.
I did see I was judging at, I think, ZenkaiCon one year, and they had someone came in with a Eternal or no, a Sailor Cosmo not Sailor Cosmos, no, it was Princess or Queen
Mm,
Serenity, and she had
the
a big
big stuff.
staff, and it was actually on one of those collapsible curtain rods, which I thought
Yeah.
was genius.
Oh.
So that you can, like, break it like, broke
Yep.
apart into 3 pieces because it had the big,
Mhm.
like, globe thing on top, and then it had the collapsible, like, rod. I
Yeah.
was like, "This is
No, that
genius."
or the if you can
Like
get,
the
like
screw-in
yeah,
connectors.
for the big prop.
Yeah, I think now because I know Dangerous Ladies has and specifically sells those connector pieces for
Yeah,
PVC. So those are pretty easy to come by, which is also really nice for making your staffs, staves, whatever
yeah.
breakdown, which is great for yes, collapsible props are peak.
Peak,
I agree
especially
because
when you're from Florida.
if you're flying to a con or even just
Yeah,
driving to a con, you wanna save
right.
space.
No, exactly.
Yeah. An example of a prop that breaks down, I actually took this to Iceland because 'cause I'm nuts.
Oh my god,
Oh. Oh,
absolutely.
wow, worth
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, it's let me actually bring up the actual photos.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
this was in,
Ooh.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Girl,
we
yes.
all the tourists were so confused.
oh my
Oh,
god.
I can imagine all the tourists were so confused.
Oh.
Oh, these are
And my
stunning,
mirror, I actually
wow.
sculpted out of Warbler.
Honestly, smart. I've seen, like, various ways to sculpt the mirror. I've seen that, I've seen
Mhm.
Sculpey. What else have I seen? You could use foam clay
Yeah,
for it probably now. Foam clay didn't really exist until 3 or 4 years ago as, like, a easily accessible material at
yeah.
least.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I had a picture where it broke down, but oh, no, I'm covering the connectors. Damn it. There we
Well,
go. You
yeah,
can
there
see
you
these were
go.
my helpers. There's a connector piece
Uh-huh.
right here, and then there's a connector piece
Yeah.
down here.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. And then was that top part 3D modeled?
No, my
The
friend actually sculpted it out of foam.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
shout out.
I
Oh,
don't
sorry, go ahead.
I said I don't do any of I'm not a prop girly
We
at all.
traded skills. She made me a trident, I made
Honestly,
something.
that's what I do. That's what I do. I'm just like, "Hey, I can design, I can vector. Do you wanna make a 3D model for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah,
please?"
honestly, but yeah, that is another option, but my friend was a very skilled person, so foam is not the easiest
Mhm.
method for sculpting.
Yeah.
No. That's very I'm always anyone who can sculpt like that, I'm very
Same.
impressed by because I can't do
Nope.
Mhm.
it. I'm very terrible at sculpting. Best I can do. I'm really good at sanding 3D prints
Yeah.
though. Yep, because that's the only part of 3D printing that I know how
Yeah.
to do. So I got it perfected.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, rocket.
Be- Because I don't like seeing layer lines if I don't have to see layer
Yeah.
lines.
Oh yeah, that's a great tip,
But
Sword Lily cosplay. To be honest, buy a hand mirror and paint it if you're a beginner.
Yeah. I think Bird
yes,
King found like the mirror
I think
that
they found a vintage
yeah,
mirror. I think you're right because they've cosplayed like
every
a million
tune. Yeah.
versions. True.
Nah, Bird King.
Um,
Mwah.
I know.
Yes, we love a good
We love
bird.
Bird.
But yeah, I think those used to be like mass produced. So if you run around vintage flea markets, that sort of a thing, you can like
Mhm.
find and then you just do the
Oh,
the
sorry. Go
thingy on
ahead.
the back.
I just thought of something. Something else I wanted to bring up was fan art.
Yeah.
Fan art
Yes.
because that is always a popular thing, and it can be really cool
Mhm.
mashups. Like this was a mashup I did with a friend. Where we
Yes.
Oh yes, iconic.
Revolutionary Girl
Gorgeous.
kinda mixed with Uranus and
Mhm.
Neptune, and
Yes.
it makes for aesthetic stuff, so
Yes, and then of course we've got our No Flutter
Yes.
iconic. I even know there was a No Flutter group at KatsuCon like 2015 or
Yeah.
16, something like
which
that.
one? The fairy one?
The No Flutter version, the one that had the like the Rococo like
Oh, the burlesque
Oh,
group.
the burlesque.
Yeah.
that version, yeah,
Yeah.
the No Flutter version as
Um,
I think the art was created by No Flutter. That's
yeah.
Yeah, because we did her fairy version a few years later.
Yes. I remember
Oh,
this.
that's nice. Oh, I like those
I
skirts
They're
know
really.
red
they're
bear
so
skirts.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
They
because
are.
Jen is a Rennie.
Yeah.
Ah, got it. They fit for the
Mhm.
fairies though, I think. I think it gives it's a good shape for the fairies. That's like a nice compromise between the like classic
Mhm.
Fuku shape and any other kind of fairy
Yes.
skirt.
And then something about fan art, always tag your artist.
Yeah.
Or ask them in advance if someone hasn't already cosplayed or it's not explicitly written,
Yeah.
please message them.
Please.
Please. They will not be happy if they find it and
Yeah.
don't. Unless you've already tried reaching out and then I
Yeah.
mean,
It's
you
I know there
tried.
was a specific fan art people wanted to do, but the artist was specifically like, "I do not want cosplayers. Consent is
Mhm.
king," or, "Consent is king."
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Woo! But fan art can be a great way to dive into
Yeah.
Sailor Moon. There's fan art for every occasion.
Mm. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because I think like Cuddy Sark did like a witch group of the Senshi a while
Yes,
ago, and
yes.
that could be like
Mhm.
stuff from your closet or like thrifted or
Yeah,
upgraded, that sort of
exactly.
a thing.
Or honestly, even just taking
Mhm.
inspiration from fan art and doing your own
Yeah.
twist on it with the stuff that you have in your closet is another great way to do it. Like I said, really having the wig, having a couple iconic parts like
Yeah.
Venus's bow or the
Yeah.
mirror or
The
the
transformation
glaive or
pens
whatever.
too, that's another
Yeah,
piece.
the transformation. Yeah.
You're doing like
Oh
a
yeah, those are also they have a replica, the transformation pens.
yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah. Oh, here's a great example of closet cosplay that worked. So we did vampires one Halloween.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, see,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, you can tell immediately what characters you're supposed to be just based on your colors and your
Yeah.
wigs.
Yeah,
So,
so literally it was just like pick a wig, pick a character, and that was it. And it was really
mhm,
fun. So
mhm.
it's very easy to closet cosplay
Yeah,
Senshi.
Yeah.
absolutely. Yes.
All right. Anything else on closet cosplay that we want to hit?
I think we covered pretty much everything. It's just a matter of go to your local thrift
Yeah.
stores and see what you can find if you don't already have your pieces. Wig styling. Ah, yes, wig
Ah.
styling is very scary as a wig stylist. I
Yeah.
agree. Wigs are scary. They still scare me. Sometimes I still get nervous when I'm cutting into a wig and I'm like, "Oh god, am I gonna mess up?" I'm like, I've styled like
Yeah.
500 wigs. But it's still
Yeah.
scary. But yes, if we do wanna talk about wig styling with Sailor
Yeah.
Senshi, your best friend is
Yep.
rollers,
And steam.
and then you're just gonna roll it back so you create a curve, and then it
Oh,
kinda
you go
does exactly.
backwards.
Yeah, yeah, if you go backwards, it creates, like, that,
Yeah,
like,
it does the,
break
like,
here,
full
like, right at the root, which
yeah.
is where you want it,
Okay.
and then you so you can have it sit that
Yeah.
way. The other technique that I like to use is just I take like that like first like
Track of
top
wefts, yeah.
layer and then section it off and then just tease the crap out of everything else and get it really
Yep.
fluffy. And then you essentially just cover it and smooth it out from
Yeah.
there. Sailor Moon's bangs are, and obviously Sailor Moon's wig is much trickier in that
Mhm.
respect. I believe, I don't know if Vicky Bane has a
She
tutorial on how she does
must.
it.
Does
'Cause
she?
Vicky is the queen of Sailor Moon
Vicky
wigs.
Bane is by far the queen.
Vicky Bane she is, I don't even know how many
So
Serenity
many.
Sailor Moon variation wigs that she's ever made, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
And they're beautiful. I've seen them in real life.
Yeah.
Styling off until the last
Yeah.
penny. I think you're not alone in that, honestly, Sword Lily. I personally actually
Oh,
usually, there
yeah.
you go. Well, there's her at least brushing out the pigtails. Oh, I know she has on the twin tail
Mhm.
guards,
Oh, yeah, the net.
blue shields. I know she has a tutorial on. I don't know if she's a tutorial on how she does her bangs and how she modifies the chibi
Mhm.
for
Let's
them.
see.
But there are plenty of other tutorials out there as
Yeah.
well, as far as like stubbing a wig, covering shapes in fiber for the
Mhm.
wig, and then I'm sure someone else has a Sailor Moon tutorial out there as
Yeah.
well that or Sailor Moon. It might not be as good as Vicky's wigs,
Yeah.
but it's still a baseline, so it's still like a good thing to
Yeah.
work off of. Vicky's clips, yeah, she does. Yeah, you can piece it together from how she does it, but
Yeah.
that's not as easy for some
No.
people. But yeah, no, hey, it's better than
Yeah.
nothing.
Also,
So, and yeah,
Neptune's bangs are deceivingly hard.
Yeah.
yes,
Do
yes,
Yeah.
they
not think
are.
that
It's
Sailor
true,
Neptune has
especially
easy.
because you usually have to have a lace front to get it to look
Yeah.
perfectly correct. Because her bangs stick up and just
Womp.
woo, like that. And obviously it works with my real hair,
Yeah.
but with a hard front wig, not so
Yeah.
And
much.
also, double check where you're buying from for wig cap size. I have a very large
Yes.
head. I can only buy from very
Mm.
certain buyers. Like an Amazon wig
Mhm,
does not work
mhm.
for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm the opposite problem. My head is small. I only have a
Um,
21.5-inch circumference,
See,
and the average is 22-inch
I'm
yeah.
wig or
24.
22.
I think somewhere.
Wow, damn
Yeah.
I got a big
girl.
old head.
I do have a 20 have because Chibi Tifa, my cosplay partner, I do a lot of her
Mhm.
wigs. She is a 23.5-inch head,
She
Yeah.
so
understands the pain.
similarly large head.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, most I wanna say, like, Arda's base is, like, 22 or 23. Like, I know they have the small chibi that's
Yeah, Arda
21.
has I think a 23-inch wig cap for a
Yeah.
majority of their wigs. They do have a 21-inch for their
Mhm.
ponytail wig, which I was so happy because my first couple of, like, genies, I had
Like,
to
size
cut
them
into
in.
and
Yeah.
totally size them down because otherwise it was, like, covering my ears, and I'm like, "This looks
Yeah.
stupid." But another tip also working with, like, the chibis, which are the Gaia from
Mhm.
Epic Cosplay, is if you want it to fit your head, I highly recommend investing in a wig block.
Mhm.
They come in every size for every circumference, and if you wanna go an even step further, you can make it specifically to your own head
Mhm.
measurements, as well as, yeah, also taking hair into
Yeah.
account as well, as Chappelle is mentioning, because it's gonna lay differently on your head versus on a mannequin
Mhm.
head, and especially the styrofoam
Yeah.
mannequin heads are
No.
not, especially the female ones
They're
are
so
way too
tiny.
small.
They're, like,
They're like
friggin', like,
a 20-inch
20.
something. They're yeah, it's very
Uh,
small. So, I usually like to stretch those as much as possible when I'm working with them on that, and then also my other little secret, if you aren't stubbing them, actually, even if you are stubbing them, I like to take out the fiber that's on the
mhm.
inside. The Gaia doesn't have that issue because the Gaia has short fiber and then like along the
Mhm.
part and along the hairline, it just pulls in and then everything else is short. But the
It's
chibi
thick.
doesn't. The chibi has fiber all the way
Yeah.
through, so you need to cut it out. Because I just recently did a Lucia
Yeah.
wig from Mermaid
Oh.
Melody, and she has a similar hairstyle, and I used a chibi for the
Yeah.
base.
Was that for Abby?
Yes, it was for Abby.
Like, of course, I know the Mermaid Melody cosplayer. Ah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Look
Oh,
at her.
cutie
oh, it's so
patootie.
Yeah, I added a custom part to it,
Nice.
which is a
nice.
little bit more advanced, but I also hate the little, like,
Okay.
triangle hair piece that the chibis
Yeah.
have, so I try and get rid of
Oh,
that.
that
But yeah,
thingy.
yeah, the
Yeah.
chibi Arta, yeah, for that's the most common, that's why I brought it
Yeah.
up, is because it is usually the most common. Although now that helmet wigs
A
are like
thing.
in
Yeah.
vogue, it's like you really could just use any
Yeah.
wig
It
because
doesn't matter.
all you need to really do is build the
Yeah.
base. And I have built, but I will say, building a twin tail wig on for a helmet is a
Yeah.
pain in the butt. Like, it's a pain. Don't recommend. If you can buy one and modify the part somehow at the top. That's my only complaint with the chibi is that it's got that, and then it's got weird like short bangs like right here
Yeah.
on the side. So it's a little weird shape, but you can make it work. Obviously, that's the base that Vicky uses for all of her Sailor Moon wigs. And I have styled with that. You can also disguise it too if you like
The
fluff out the
bang.
bangs
Yeah.
enough. But yeah, there's definitely ways
Yeah.
around it. But and then obviously they have the
Yeah.
Venus, which is
Yeah.
perfect for Mars and
Oh my
Venus.
Can confirm.
And
This has been my Venus wig
can confirm
for.
I have the Venus as well for Venus in the fairy
Yeah.
blonde.
Yeah, and it's also great for
Uh, and
Mars.
then
Yeah. No,
yes,
this one's
exactly.
perfect for both.
And then yeah, but I'm trying to think what else, like other distinctive like
Oh, G.
Senshi like
Oh, this also works
hairstyle
for
thing.
Pluto.
Oh, Pluto too. Yes,
I'm
yes.
trying to
Yeah.
remember what we use for everybody in the moon.
This works for
And then
Jupiter.
also another tip with the genie actually has a very large skin
Yeah.
top right at the top because if you look, I hated they are the older genies, like we're talking like really old, like probably 2015, 2016. They actually changed the hairlines on them. They're more like they're exactly like that picture right there, but they actually have a full skin top that goes
Oh,
back.
nice.
If you can go to my Instagram, there should be a reel on how I did it.
Let's see. So there we go.
If you go to my reels, there you go, that one.
Womp.
Boo.
Boo boo desu don't.
But yes, your steamer is your best friend when
Yeah.
you have a wig. It's probably my favorite wig styling tool.
Because it feels fake that it's, just steaming this is going to, like, make magic
Yeah, no,
happen, and
right?
then you do it and
Yeah,
you're like,
no, but it does. It does. It's crazy how much heat and steam will fix
yeah.
your wig and make everything do wonders. It'll get anything from getting rid of
Mhm.
frizz to shaping curls to shaping weird shapes to changing
Yeah.
hairline. So I really, if there's one tool I recommend to anyone, you can get a steamer on like the internet for
Yeah.
$15, and it doesn't even have to be a good one.
And if you're cosplaying Sailor Pluto, something else you'll want to pick up is Arta has hair buns,
Oh,
and so
yeah.
does a lot of
Yeah,
companies. There we go. But grab a
Are they still
bun for your
that
bun.
one still?
yeah, the buns are nice. I really like the buns that they have. They also have a bigger bun
Are
too
they still
for.
doing those, or did they get rid of them? Or just
I think they
some of
still have the
them?
jumbo bun. Yeah.
Mega
Yeah, I don't think it
Bun.
comes in as many colors. Yeah, the mega bun. I don't think it comes in as many colors, but it
Okay.
definitely
But it comes in
comes
all
in a
your
few.
Usagi colors
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
and Cosmos and Chibs.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. That's pretty much what they kept
Yeah.
it for, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you're scared to do stubs, something that you can do is just buying like a really short base,
Mhm.
attaching ends of like
Mhm.
however you want to do it.
Actually, I believe Epic Cosplay has a tutorial on how to
Yeah.
do it that way.
Oh, because when I did Cheebs back in the day, I was like, I ain't stubbing this. I'm scared. That feels bad, man.
Stubbing is I still nervous about stubbing
But
things.
so I ended up doing like the foam eggs and I put them on like hair combs that slide into. I would probably do it with alligator clips now if I were like redoing it and then just like floofing out the pigtails underneath. If you were doing like an usagi or like
Mhm.
somebody with the longer, I know folks will take like one
Mhm.
of the long claw clips, cut the track of lefts in
Mhm.
half, and then just like
Yeah.
loop that around the bun, and then
Yeah.
you're good to go. But yeah, stubbing still very scary. Cause like I'm like, what happens if some of the fibers start to move in like the back hairline, and then I can't brush it out and make her pretty again? I
Mhm.
mean, you can hit it with steam and hairspray and whatever,
Mhm.
but yeah.
You guys have a favorite Odongo tutorial? Because I know that's always something that a lot of cosplayers find intimidating.
I don't. I just raw dog it.
Do
I
you want
do
to
it.
your
I
process
just
maybe,
do it.
if you don't mind?
So my process is that I take the ball that I have, and if I'm gonna be doing an odongo specifically on a stub, I will cut into the ball and make it
Mhm.
so it's hollowed out. And then the best way I've seen do it to hide the wefts, the ends of the
Mhm.
wefts, is to tuck everything into that
Yeah.
opening. Just make sure you make your opening wide enough that it still can fit the
Yeah.
stub because that will add bulk to the outside. And then you just kind of hot glue that part
Mhm.
and then you fold it over your sphere and then just cover it that way. The advent of making wefts, like
Mhm.
just a little bit of glue
Ooh.
on that, has really helped to make that much easier to handle, I think now,
Yeah.
because like back in the day, we were just like
Yeah, just
like
like
fiber, good
yeah.
luck. Whereas now it's like everyone's making the wefts with the glue, which is makes life so much
The
easier.
girl
It takes a while to make them, so it's not really easier,
It's
but it's
easier
still
to
easy.
manage the
It's easier to
flyaways
control all
for
the fiber and keep
yeah.
everything neat. Yeah, for sure.
what glue do you recommend?
I use a combination actually. I use a combination of a clear tacky glue, which is my favorite go-to glue. My personal use is Aleene's clear
Mm,
tacky glue, but I've also used the Tombow Aqua, which I think you can only buy online. But I really like I again the Eileen's is very easy to come by. It's in
yeah, my
every
goals
craft
are
store ever. I buy 5 bottles at a time because I go through it so much. I actually have they used to sell it in a bottle that had the nozzle at the bottom, so it was like
Mm,
it was upside down
yeah.
essentially. And they discontinued that style of bottle, which I'm
Well,
so mad about because it was so much nicer because then you don't have to like wait for the
mhm.
glue and it's at the top of the you're just like, oh, I need to wait for it. It's already just down there at the bottom. So I usually have that and I just fill it with replacement
Mhm.
glue. And then Tombow Aqua is really nice as well. I really like that, especially for wig styling because it comes in a bottle that has a thick tip applicator that's almost brush. It's more like a silicone brush tip, but
Oh.
it's really nice in that like you can use it to like smooth,
Mm,
like it works almost like the silicone spatulas. And then for adhering the fiber, that's what I prefer to use when I make like loose weft
mhm.
fiber or loose fiber wefts. I like make it just because you want to like bush it with your hands and you really shouldn't be touching any of the solvent glues by doing that because you
No.
shouldn't don't want
Yeah.
chemicals, even if you are wearing
Yeah.
gloves, because gloves get sticky and miserable. So I generally err on the side of non-toxic glues for this step. And then to adhere the fiber to my form or to my wig itself, I generally go towards the Uhu
Mhm.
glue. You can still use non-toxic glues for this. They just take a little longer to dry because they're water-based as opposed to solvent-based and alcohol-based, which when you have an alcohol-based glue, it cures much quicker. And that's what I really like about the
Mm.
Uhu in that it sticks really fast. Like you don't have to
You don't
stand,
have
like
to,
you
like,
don't have to like
hold
sit
it
and
and
hold it.
yeah.
Exactly. It cures and it gets an initial like sticky cure in about like 15 to 20 seconds, which is really nice. But again, I recommend gloves, a respirator, or a very well ventilated room for that stuff because that stuff is not as stinky or as noxious as E6000, but it's still
Yeah.
a, a glue that has toxins in it as opposed to a more safe. But again, it all can be executed as well, but with any tacky glue or the Tombow as far as like doing you can execute everything the
Mhm.
same way. It's just going to take longer to
Yeah.
dry, which I highly recommend if you are working with a water-based glue, giving it 24 hours to dry
Yeah.
is, if you can, ideal, just because it does take so long to dry. But you as far as stick and hold and all that, it's just as good. In my experience, also, I've found that if you mess up working with water-based glues, it's much nicer because you can just spritz some water on it and make it do what you want it to
Mhm.
do instead of having it be glued. So it's very nice in that respect if you screw up. I screw up all the time. I'm like, oh crap. And then I just take out my little spray bottle and boom, I can fix whatever. Yes, don't
Yeah.
procrastinate if you I highly recommend at least giving yourself a little bit of
Yeah.
time if you're wig styling something that needs it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I would not recommend styling a helmet wig or anything that involves gluing wefts in less than 24 hours because I think the fastest I've done a helmet was like 2 or 3 days, but that's like making the wefts because you have to make so many wefts for helmets. Oh my
Mhm.
god. But yeah, so I as far as glue, that's my kind of my recommendations.
You.
Is please use gloves
Yeah.
if you are going to work with
No.
E6000 or Uhu glue. But if you can avoid it, that's
Yeah.
also use them sparingly.
Yeah. Like, I got the poisoning from the barge contact cement in the
Oh
6000s a
no!
couple of years ago when I was working on Gwendolyn, and 0 out of 10 would not recommend if you have
Yeah, I was talking someone else recently shared, I think it actually was Bird
yeah.
King that shared that they had gotten an
Yeah.
ill
No,
from
because it
using
gets stored in your
6000
fat
and having
cells, and then when you
yeah,
exercise, you
yeah,
get
yeah.
poisoned again. It's awful.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez. Crusty crud helmet
Oh,
wig? So
the
helmet
devil.
wig is essentially it's literally you know how wigs are very pliable and soft on the inside because most of the inside is elastic? The A helmet wig indicates that it's solid and just sits on your head. So it usually has either some kind of foundation underneath. A lot of people really like to use batting that's been melted a little bit by heat to give it a little bit more density. And then they will glue wefts
Yeah,
onto,
like a
yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh
kind of like a
wig.
Yu-Gi-Oh wig. You can do a Yu-Gi-Oh. It's basically I've use the term helmet wig because it's literally you just pop it
Yeah.
on like a helmet as opposed to it like more functioning and looking more like real hair. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Or but yeah, no, honestly, as far especially getting back to like specifically Sailor Moon wigs, I really prefer like a kind of in between natural, more natural
Mhm.
look.
yeah.
Especially for Neptune.
Mhm.
Neptune, I really like because some people, like, will really glue those
Yeah.
bangs, but I like seeing them a little softer. Obviously, Venus and Mars have just the big floofy bangs, so you don't need to get too crazy. How would it be glued solid if it was Final Fantasy VII? I honestly probably wouldn't do it necessarily with a Cloud Final Fantasy VII wig, just because that's more of a spiky wig. It would be more it's more used for, like, updo wigs, so think, like, a ponytail wig. I'm trying to think of oh my god, because the first thing that comes to my mind is Yoko Gurren
Yeah, no,
Lagann,
but
which
yeah.
I don't think people know. But anyway, so anything where it's kinda, like, slicked back, and I wish I had I don't think I have an example of helmet wig. I was working on Cure Kiss, and Cure Kiss, I'm making a partial helmet because
Mm.
she's got the little, like, twin tail
Ah.
things, but I wanted, like, something to, like, because she has a part up
Mhm.
here and to go
A
in
pretty
woo,
cure
into the
is,
half of
like,
Precure.
they terrify me.
Precure just terrifying wigs.
yeah, yeah, no, Precure wigs are something. They're definitely an adventure. I've made a couple of them
Yeah.
now.
For short wigs, also, if you want a lace front, I highly recommend Wig is
Yes.
Fashion.
Yes,
Wig is
Wiggles
fashion
Fashion
is
is
goated.
great. I love Wiggles Fashion.
Yeah, I brought up a good wig that even though it's technically for Genu from the Saja Boys,
It would
I
be
think it'd make a
perfect
great
for
Yeah.
Uranus.
This would
Yeah.
be
yeah.
Or
I
Amuro.
know, I
Actually, that would
saw
be perfect
Mama
for
when I was
Amuro.
like
Yeah, I was gonna be like, "This is perfect. If you want a mama wig,
mhm,
this is your perfect
You
wig."
do, yes,
yeah.
exactly.
And look, they have a standard and a large cap, so if you have
Ooh,
a
Oh, wow.
larger
Yeah,
head,
okay.
it can
Wigless
help.
Fashion has a lot of really neat wigs because you can order any of their styles in any of their wig fiber
Mhm.
colors.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah, so you
that.
there if I don't know if it's on that listing in particular, but you can there's like a custom
Let me
listing where
see.
you can request
Oh,
a specific yeah, there you
Nice.
go. So
$10
you can
hairs.
request a specific like fiber, one of their fiber colors, and then also their whatever style you want, and they'll make it custom for
That's
you, which is really cool.
fancy.
Here we go. Okay, so this is what I would consider like a helmet
I've
wig.
granted unlimited power.
So this is Shinigami
Oh,
from
what
Rain
the
Code.
hell?
And she basically, I literally glued. Hold on, do I have a better picture of underneath? I worked on that wig and then I put it down for 6 months. And then, because I was like, I hate this helmet. It's awful to make. But yeah, so it's basically you're literally covering the entire wig in a base and it's solid when you put it on. Like it will stand up on its own.
Yeah.
Oh, and for
But
hairspray. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
hairspray,
see.
Got to Be Glued is wonderful. You can use other hairsprays, but Got to Be
This
Glued is a little bit more like
Yeah.
stronger in its hold and it doesn't wear out of wigs the same way that a lot of other like for real
Yeah.
hairsprays do. If you can get to Japan and get your hands on, I really love Assist's
Yeah.
formula, but unfortunately you can't ship a
Aerosols.
bottle,
Yeah.
an aerosol across the country or across the ocean because alas. So if you are going to Japan or know someone going to Japan that can pick you up a bottle or two, that stuff is so
Yeah.
nice. They also have a couple other really nice wig care hair care sprays. They've got the Sara Sara spray, which I really love. It's a silicone
Oh, yeah.
spray. It's similar to the like mane
Yep.
and
Yep, yep,
tail,
yep.
but not as but it's specifically
For
formulated
wigs,
for
so it's not
wigs.
as, like, heavy. Yeah.
No, it's not as sticky, which is
Yeah.
really nice. I really like that. They have another, like, wig hair like, just like a wig, like, brush like, it's more of a conditioning
Yeah.
spray, and then the Sara Sara is more of to
Tangling.
keep it from
Yeah.
tangling as much, which is really nice. But you can buy the Sara Sara spray. Arta did stock the Sara Sara spray for a while, but they don't
Rip.
anymore, but you can order it from Assist online
Nice.
directly. You will be paying an arm and a leg
I
for
mean,
shipping, so multiple recommend you buy either in a group order
people
or
couldn't
you're
just
just gonna be paying
yeah.
EMS because the minimum pretty much is $20 for shipping to the US from Assist in
That's
my
not bad,
experience. I
though.
also highly recommend their
Ooh.
contacts. I love Assist contacts. They're so bright. My Venus ones are so incredibly like vibrant. Like I look like that meme, the blue
Yeah.
eyes, like people with blue eyes
Like
be like meme.
yeah. Do you know if they have anything in an 8.5 base curve?
That's a good question. I don't know.
While you're searching that, something Lady Chappelle kept brought up is that Epic Cosplay also
Oh,
has
yeah.
2 Sailor Moon wigs. Let's see if I can make
Yes,
this.
yes, they do.
They have
Because
the
they have
Sailor
the
Moon
Gaia
wig.
base, which is the twin
Okay.
tail, and then they have the
Oh, and they have, like,
what
straight
what
up Sailor
what
Moon.
what size base curve do they do?
8.5
They have 8.6.
in the arms of the angels.exe.
I
'Cause
know.
I got
Yeah, it looks like most of them are
rip.
8.6.
That's almost always the Kate Lake.
Rip.
It sucks, but oh well.
That's a nice
Yeah.
pseudo
Do you
wig.
have an
Yeah, I
astigmatism
do.
then?
It's very slight, like, it's
Yeah,
not even that
I
bad.
honestly yeah, if it's very slight, I have an astigmatism in my right eye, and I'm fine wearing the
Yeah.
contacts. I don't like they're dailies too, which is really
Oh,
nice,
sweet.
so they're
Yeah.
fresh every single time you wear them.
Oh, okay, wow.
So, basically, it comes in a pack of 6, every
Nice.
one, and it's like 12 bucks for a pack. It's really nice.
Goodbye.
Yeah, no, Assist, I highly recommend if you're looking for contacts, Assist is great because they're dailies, they're really bright, and they come in they're really cheap too in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things because 'cause they're dailies, but
6.
you get a
Yeah.
pair you get 3 pairs out of 1
No.
box.
Yeah, that honestly
So,
would
it's
be
and they're just so nice. I have been using Assist I contacts for forever now at this point.
Or, to answer you, never.
No, you're not gonna cosplay Momo? You're
Listen, I
not
have
gonna do that?
tried
Oh,
to
okay.
to do a cosplay of a gentleman. I look terrifying. Like, you would
It's
cross the
okay, I
street.
don't love how I look as a man either.
No,
It's yeah, I've
same.
done it once, or no, twice. I've cosplayed male characters
Yeah.
twice, and was like, "No." Although the
No.
one time I did do enough contouring, my face recognition on my phone did not record.
Oh my god, no
I
way.
was like, "Wait, why isn't this wor" Oh, it's because I changed
Dave,
my face
I'm
shape.
a boy now.
No, the only time I have cosplayed a boy is I cosplayed Drosselmeyer from Princess
Which
Tutu.
is still this way. We
Like,
love.
it's a freaking Bird King.
Yes.
Heck
So,
yeah.
that is as close to a Mamo
Valid.
cosplay as you're gonna get.
Solid. Yeah, I did, like, way back in the day because the group that I was with in, like, middle school was like, "We are assigning characters based on canon height," and because I was the tallest,
Oh
I
my
got all of the
god.
boys, and the girls
Uh,
have been the size that they are currently since middle school, and this was back in the day of ace bandages.
oh
Oh,
no.
no.
I suffered. I
Alright,
suffered through a har har
I can
yukai.
imagine.
Um,
And Lady Chappelle, that's a great alternative to contacts.
Yeah,
If you
no,
don't wanna do contacts
Yes, editing, yes, absolutely. I wear contacts on the normal,
same.
so for me, contacts are a no-brainer, but
Get properly
if
fitted.
you don't or can't wear contacts, changing your eye color in post
Yeah,
is 100%
no.
acceptable. No one's gonna say honestly, if you are at a con and someone is like, A, close enough to see your
Yeah,
eyeballs, you can punch them. But, hey, that's how I feel about, like, when people are like, "If you're close enough to see how I messed up my slight seam,
yeah,
you're too close.
exactly.
5-foot
I
rule.
I will kick you in the
Yeah.
face. If you're looking at my seam, you're too
Mhm.
close to me.
Yeah.
Unless I gave you explicit
Yeah,
Yeah,
permission."
like friends. I'll be like, "Ooh,
yeah,
can I see your seams?" Like,
no,
'cause
yeah,
Yeah,
same
yeah,
cosplay
exactly.
exactly.
thing.
That's a different situation. But if you're gonna come up to me and be like, "Ooh, your seam is crooked by the 3 millimeters. Ooh," I'm gonna be like, "You know what?
Fap. Yeah.
Alright, anything else about making cosplay that we wanna talk about?
Oh, we wanted to talk about sailor uniforms since they have
Oh!
Fuku."
So there's a
Yeah.
really good pattern for one,
Yes,
Simplicities.
yes, the simplicity
Yeah,
one. The
simplicity.
simplicity
Oh,
one I really like.
Nina's,
I use it a
yeah.
lot.
Um,
Also here, these are
oh
her
Oh
my
my
braids.
god!
god.
They're
So
neon.
good.
'Cause I always thought your eyes were, like, naturally blue.
No, my eye this is my natural eye color. I have, like, hazily
Yeah,
gray eyes, but yes, no, I my eyes my driver's license says I have blue eyes, but I really should change that to they're more gray
fair.
now.
Oh, makeup. Yeah,
Yes, that simplicity pattern, I swear by
yeah.
it. I love that shirt
Mhm.
base is great. I really like the collar and how it attaches as well. It does the
Mhm.
facing technique where you just have the facing underneath it to hide the
Yep.
seam. The skirt pattern is a little bit to leave to be desired, but it
Yeah.
works. I
It'll get you
mean,
through.
pleated skirts are
Yeah.
rectangles that are folded on each other, so they're really not too hard unless you're gonna make a fancy accordion or not accordion,
Box
the
pleats.
irregular pleats
Yep.
that I was talking about earlier, yeah, with the 2-inch, 3-inch.
So,
But that is a really it's, usually my solid go-to base
Yeah.
pattern for any sailor
is there a
Yeah.
good
uniform is
boy school uniform pattern?
I think there is a Gakuran
Yeah.
pattern that someone has, and if not, I
Heikatsu has
know
one, I wanna
Oh,
yeah,
say,
Heikatsu has one. Yeah, Heikatsu we love because they have a
yeah,
sailor
they have that's the one that I
pattern
used
too.
for Sailor V. I just altered it a smidgy.
here's the pattern that we were talking about.
Yes, the Gakuran, and if you aren't, you can also search Gakuran and stuff will
Yeah,
come up.
there's
That's
some
the word.
other pattern maker on Etsy that had come up recently. I'm gonna try to find it. There's oh yeah, it's this person. It's
And
Endo
Oh,
Work.
makeup. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't love it because it has like the side seams for the bodysuit, and
Uh-huh.
that was the thing with the green pepper one was like everybody wanted, "Oh,
If
I
you
want
just
just a
had it just
solid
at the
back
back
seam and no
seam,
side
yeah.
seams."
Mhm.
But what I ended up doing, I think my green pepper did not fit any longer because I am way outside of their size range. But I ended up like blending that, and they have a bodysuit
Mhm.
pattern. So,
Yeah, Quixo also has a pretty decent leotard
yeah.
pattern, and then we also had Lady Chappelle mentioning makeup,
Oh, yeah.
which is
oh!
another makeup, I really like doing colored matching
Yes.
eyeshadows with makeup. I do what's called strobing when I do especially Magical Girls and Idols, which is pretty much all I cosplay. But I actually have it on right now if you can see. Strobing is basically when you cover your entire face in a
Mhm.
highlighter on top of you blend it. Like you can see I'm like shiny right in here. I didn't just put it like on just
Cheekbones.
the
Yeah.
high points of my cheekbones. I put it a little bit like on the tip of my nose, on my chin. Those are like my places. I generally don't take away with typical contour where you can cut unless you're doing like cross-dressing as like mamo if you're a femme presenting person or vice
Mhm.
versa. Yes, I would encourage contour and if you need to change your face shape,
Yeah.
contour. Because that, like I said before, you can do craziness
Mhm.
with contouring. But as far as if you are femme presenting and have a very, like, feminine or, like, gender neutral face, you can pretty much just get away with strobing and doing your blush placement kind of more like
On your beauties.
here as
Yeah.
opposed to up here, which gives you a more like doll-like,
Youthful
like cutesy
little bambino.
appearance. And then I love adding sparkles when I do makeup, and then beginner contouring tutorials. Don't have any off the top of my head, but what I really how it was explained to me that, like, really made contouring click in my brain is if you think of where your if you look at your face in the mirror, and this is also helps because it is directly specifically for your
Mhm.
face shape, is if you think of where the shadows show the most, the parts that you want to highlight or take away. So if I you can see that's why a lot of is the cheekbone,
Mhm.
like right under the cheek, on along the almost above between the jaw and the cheek line is a common place to contour. Right on like the sides of your nose is another to give it either more pronounced or you can widen it to flatten it
Yeah.
out. It just think of how light hits your face and essentially, you're going to use makeup to bend that
Yeah.
light, to make an appearance make a an illusion that your face is differently shaped than what it actually is based on which is why I say which is why I recommend strobing again for these
Mhm.
magical girls, because strobing brings out your features in a way where contouring
It's like,
specifically takes
weep. Yeah.
away and makes you, like, more chiseled, whereas strobing gives you more of that round look that, like, these anime character girls have. So it really pronounces, like, your cheeks, it really pronounces and rounds out your face a lot
Yeah.
more, whereas contouring will take that away. So again, like I said, if you do have a mask presenting face and you wanna cosplay a femme character,
Yeah.
yes, you're gonna wanna do certain things, but generally, if you are femme cosplaying a femme character, I highly recommend strobing for my I don't contour unless it's a specific circumstance. I generally stay away for contour for my magical like any cutesy character, I generally stay away from contour. But again, like I said, you can utilize just looking at how light hits
Mhm.
your face to figure out where you need to contour if you want to change a certain feature in some respect. And you can also use
Mhm.
tape. Just don't use tape in a
Yeah.
bad way where you're going to make
Don't
your eyes
don't
look
make yeah.
questionably Asian if you're white.
Yeah. Oh god, there was, like, a really I think Nikki Tutorials did, like, a good one, like, way you're gonna have to dig, but, like, back in the day.
Mhm.
I always say cosplay makeup is, like, one step below drag.
Absolutely.
Like, the
If you
makeup that
don't
I'm
think you put on
wearing
too much makeup, you're wrong.
yeah, no, if you
Exactly.
think
If you don't look scary without your wig on when you're in
that
egg mode,
that
you've put on too much
you put
you
on
haven't put
enough,
on too much
yeah.
makeup.
Like, you want like, A, 5-foot rule, B, like,
Mhm,
convention lighting, all of these things, right?
mhm,
You like,
mhm.
the makeup I'm wearing now, like, I would not do for cosplay. Like, I
Yeah.
have, like
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, I have some foundation actually, I don't even have foundation, I have powder, my blush,
yeah,
and but that's not how I
yeah,
cosplay. Cosplay, I have a full base on, I have a full layer of
yeah.
it's you don't see my
N
skin.
none of
If
my
you see your
flesh.
skin yeah, and again, I think this also can be subjective as well to your
Oh, yeah.
person and what you're comfortable with, and again, makeup is not necessarily required. It definitely does, I think, elevate a
Yes.
costume, especially certain things like having
Mhm,
lashes, being distinctive, make like really a good blush
Mhm.
or
Lipstick.
like highlighter or just any color, like anything that really makes a pop is going to do like wonders, even if you don't have a full base. But to really get that flat anime character
mhm.
look, you're gonna have to
Yeah,
pile it on. Honestly, watch drag
yeah,
tutorials. I have learned so much from drag makeup for cosplay because it's very
mhm,
similar, especially if you're doing it for photo shoots. It's not as big of an issue, I think, if you're just walking around a
yeah,
con, but just given the fact that so many people cosplay for
mhm.
photo shoots at cons, I definitely
Yes, clean your
yes,
damn
clean your
brushes.
Clean your
Thank you. Yes, I
brushes.
need to wash
You
my
don't
brushes.
want
I
pink
need to
eye.
wash my brushes.
Um,
Yes. Oh, that would be
yeah,
bad.
yeah, drag 75% to drag.
Yeah, yeah, you don't have to go as hard as drag when
Yeah,
you do it, but it's definitely, like, good to see what, like,
yeah,
100% looks like so you
can
can
kinda
kind of
toggle it.
adjust it to your
And then I have specific product recommendations for you
Uh-huh.
because I am a
yeah,
lipstick
go
lesbian and I
ahead.
love makeup. So this is
Yeah.
my favorite eyeshadow palette. I used all of these
Oh,
palettes over Otakon. So this
nice.
is the Magical
Oh.
Guardian series from Yeva's
Ooh.
Expressions.
Good
They
eye.
go on with your
Ooh.
finger. It is literally the easiest to pin.
Oh,
Oh, the cream.
It's a cream.
Nice. I love
pretty,
Oh, that's so cute. They have the names in
pretty.
there. I see now.
Yeah,
I actually really when I do for Venus, I like ooh, they're
they
duochromes
are
too.
duochromes.
Ooh.
They
Oh,
Ooh,
photograph
pretty.
with
ooh.
the
What is
cream.
this brand?
Yeva's Expressions is an indie brand, but highly
Okay, I'm
recommend.
gonna have to check them
And if you go on
out
Okay.
TikTok,
because
they also do a bunch of
mhm.
sales and they will
Uh,
swatch it for you. This is the
okay.
palette I
Oh, I learned
recommended
something new.
Neptunes.
This is like what
It's
I wanted the Urban
beautiful.
Decay Moon Dust
Wow.
palette to be when it came
I
out.
know, right? The Moon Dust palette is a little lacking in
It
pigment.
hurts my soul.
It's very
Yeah.
sparkly, but it definitely lacks in pigment.
So pretty,
But
but
yeah, no, that's
Mm,
what we love, especially Black-owned brands for
weird.
makeup
oh yeah.
too. I use for a lot of my base makeup before I put the sparkles on, I use Carity's matte
Mm,
palette. I
Mm.
really like Carity's
yeah.
palettes. I don't know if the matte one is still on the market, but I use it a lot. I use it especially for Venus actually, because the orange in that palette's
Mm.
like a really pretty,
Mhm.
like, nice warm orange that's not too red.
Oh yeah.
And
Controversial take. Are we base first or eyes first, people?
I'm
I'm
a
a
base
base first
first, base
girly.
first.
I have never perfected I'm not gonna smudge my eyeliner if I do my concealer around it and foundation around it. I will smudge everything.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the lip product I recommend for conventions because it stays like nothing I've ever had before. It is called the Bloody Lip Tint from
Oh.
Sushi Glow Cosmetics.
Oh yeah, I've seen these people on
It
TikTok.
comes in
Oh.
all colors, including blue, green, and purple.
Wow.
Ooh,
That
cute.
is quite an impressive range of
Yes, and it
shades.
sticks. It does not come off.
Nice.
Wow, I'll have to check them out
Yeah, so
too.
highly recommend. And then,
Oh, that pink is
right?
cute.
Isn't it so freaking cute?
Uh,
I collect pink makeup because that's what I usually wear in my
Yeah,
day-to-day,
I think
so
you'll love it.
I say that like I wear makeup more than the all-nighter
yes.
spray,
Okay.
goated.
However,
They're on.
So Urban Decay and Scandinavia, who was responsible for the OG formula of this, have split
Mhm.
because Urban Decay didn't want.
oh,
So
Oh,
they're
oh, that's why they
reformulating.
updated their
Yeah.
formula. Okay,
So
that explains
the new
everything.
one apparently isn't as good, but
oh,
Scandinavia's like bridal setting spray, I think, is like the closest one to that, or the Ben Nye Final Seal or whatever it was.
The Ben Nye is the comparable one. There's also whatever one Beyonce was using recently. That one, I'd have to ask Chibi again for the name of the brand. I forget which makeup company, but they have a setting spread that's also pretty
Yeah.
comparable that apparently Beyonce was using on
All
her
right.
tour.
mm,
So I'll get that name and I'll pass that along to y'all, but I cannot remember it for the life of me
The
right
NYX
now.
one I found to be really comparable to the Urban Decay, but
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
that's gonna change now too, because NYX and Urban Decay both have the parent
Mm,
company of L'Oreal, so it was thought that,
mhm,
"Oh, it's like the same
It was
formulation,"
similar
and yeah.
formula. Mhm,
So, I
mhm,
don't know now that, like, Scandinavia's, like, patented technology is
mhm.
gone, if, like, that's gonna be any good
Well, that's good
anymore.
to know. I'm glad I bought a bottle recently. Sword Lily is asking, which is
Oh,
another
double
important thing,
cleanse.
is getting off the makeup. I personally use an oil cleanser and do a double cleanse. I generally will do a makeup or I actually have reusable
Mhm,
makeup pads, but I have an oil cleanser that I use and I just get like everything that I can off and then I just wash with soap and water afterwards
yeah,
cuz double cleanse is the way to
it's the only way to
go.
go.
yeah.
It's the only way to
There's
go. It's the only way you're not gonna get acne afterwards because any kind of even makeup wipe, oil cleanser, foaming cleanser, they're all not perfect on the
yeah,
first
Mhm.
pass, especially if you're wearing enough makeup that, like, it's heavy
mhm.
enough, it's not gonna come off on the
Yeah,
first
no.
pass. So, highly recommend a double cleanse anytime just to and also it gets the oil off your
Yeah,
face because I don't know, I always feel like the oil cleanser leaves me a little,
greasy,
like,
yeah,
gooey. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't really wanna be
yeah,
sticky, like, it will eventually absorb into my skin, but not I
yeah,
just wanna wash it all off. So, yes, double and then there's plenty of face soaps. I use CeraVe,
yeah,
but Cetaphil works, any of them, honestly. Whatever works for your skin type.
yeah.
And then moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. Your skin will thank you later when you are old like
Yeah.
me.
Bring a face
And you
mask.
won't look old like
Yeah.
me because actually, I think we're all actually around the
Yeah.
same age. But regardless, and we don't
Yeah.
look it because we moisturize.
Yes, and then Lady Chappelle was asking what glitter I use because I'm known
Mm.
for my glitter. It is Sushi Glow Cosmetics
Oh.
again. It is the
Oh,
Puff Sacred Shimmer.
cute.
It comes in 7 different colors.
Ooh.
The color I used on you was
Ooh.
rainbow freckles.
Oh, cute. Oh, this was
Um,
the one we were
Ooh.
showing in the other
it
chat, right?
Yeah, so it comes in Fairy
Yeah.
Pond, which is like a blue, Twinkling Fireflies, which is like a white twilighty, Moon Tears, which is
Mhm.
blue, a different version, Wish Charm, which is pink, Blessed Soil, which is like a gold, and then Goblin's Treasure, which is a true gold, and then there's a bundle. Yeah, Sword Lily also got to
I
try it.
see. They also have a rainbow freck oh, no, it's sold out, never mind.
Everything's
The
sold
freckle
out,
rainbow
yeah.
one,
The
there's
Arms
no
of the
freckles.
Angels.exe.
I
Bummer.
know, and
Yeah, I also really I have the which I use for most of my girly idol again, most of my cosplays. I have the Sailor Moon
Mhm.
glitter from ColourPop,
That's so cute.
because it's really nice. It's got some stars and moons in
Yeah.
it, which I just really like as a nice little I don't know if anyone else can see it, but I like it. I like that it has it. I also have the Wet n Wild little twin star palette that I really
Yes.
like their glitter on, because that again also has like stars and fun
Mhm.
shapes in it. I don't know if they're still around.
There's Slayfire
Let's
Cosmetics.
there's there was the one that kept there was one glitter company that constantly went to con,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
haven't seen
for real?
Uniglitter.
for real.
Yeah.
Uniglitter, yes,
I
Uniglitter.
don't
They had some really nice glitters for a while. Surreal Makeup has some really beautiful shimmers that are pretty
mhm.
comparable, and they're at every con on the East Coast at
Yeah.
least.
So this is how they make
Um,
So there's a lot of places to get glitter. Alright, and then there's also Rest in Peace. JD Glow was my other fave,
look at how
but
sparkly this stuff is.
oh, that's
mhm.
so sparkly. I'm gonna have
You're
to
making
keep my eye on
Like,
that
TikTok
power
because
Shop will
screen.
yeah.
deals on it, so and it lasts forever. I have been
Yeah.
using mine consist I used it on the entire group that I had on Sunday, and I still have s
Oh,
look how
wow.
sparkly it is.
This is the skin
Yeah,
of a
yeah.
killer, Bella.
Literally, it was inspired by Twilight, so that's my, like, little plug for that glitter.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I love
Oh, and
that.
then if you're gonna cosplay a monster of the week, something you might need is colorful foundation. I
Mhm.
recommend Sunset
Yes.
Makeup.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Sunset Makeup, yeah. I highly recommend. Actually, although Marin actually also has a really nice cream palette
Mm,
now that is specifically developed for
nice.
cosplayers.
Really?
Yeah, it's got every color and it's got a dark and a pastel version, so you
Nice!
can
Oh my
cosplay
god,
with it.
perfect.
It's really nice.
There's,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. For cleansers, my ophthalmologist actually gave me one, like, specific for eyes because, like, I'm really prone to just getting infections of all types. It's called OcuSoft, but that works really well to get, like, mascara specifically off of my poor little lashes.
Yeah, I also if you can find it, Heroin Make, which is a
Yes,
Japanese
their
brand,
tubing mascara.
has a really nice remover
Oh,
that is really gentle, and actually, you literally need it or a really good oil cleanser to get off their
yeah, no,
mascara.
like,
So Heroin Make, if you can find it, I know
Miniso has
Minisos
it.
exist a lot now, any Miniso Daiso if you have a Daiso.
eSmart has
A
it a
lot of
lot
them will
too.
it's the one that has
Rosa
the
Versailles
shoujo
looking.
looking anime girl yeah, the Rosa Versailles looking anime girl on it, that's what you're
Yeah,
looking for, but specifically look for the one that comes in a pack of 2 that has both the mascara and the remover, because the remover is needed,
nice. Yeah,
necessary.
do I know that? But yeah, that is the best. I love their mascara so much. Their
So,
eyeliner is supposed to be really good too.
any other questions on cosplay before we move on to our last 2 subjects for the night? Oh, Sailor Denzel coming in. Sailor Denzel says, "Have you guys ever been to a con cosplaying by yourself? I really want to cosplay, but none of my friends are into it. And as a 30-year-old man, I'm nervous to go by myself."
Oh,
Oh,
come
Sailor
So,
hang out with
I
us.
highly recommend if you are gonna go to a con by yourself, if you go to the
Yeah,
meetups
this
of
is
your
like the
fandom.
perfect segue
You will make
into.
you will make yeah, exactly, perfect segue, thank you. Thank you, Sarah Denzel. Yes. No, go to they have at most cons a list
Yeah.
of what cosplay meetups are happening, and you can go to those and make
Okay.
friends, because that's literally how I made friends
Yeah.
when I
No.
was back
Like,
in 2008. and I am still friends with these people to this
Yeah,
day.
no, dead ass. I went to Katsu for the very first time in year of our Lord 2015 to get participants for my senior thesis, which somehow I got grant money for that. Anyway, but like literally I was like posting progress and I was like, "Oh, I'm super nervous. I'm going by myself, blah 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 blah." I had people in my DMs on Instagram being like, "Oh, come to the meetup. We'll adopt you, blah 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 blah." And like literally I
Yeah,
have photos from
yeah.
that meetup and like I'm still friends with a good chunk of these people. Like,
Mm,
meetups are, like, honestly the best way to make friends at cons.
absolutely. I
Um,
agree. Yes. Yeah, go to the meetup, make friends, don't be afraid. Be friends with don't be afraid of the other people who are cosplaying the
yeah,
same
Yes.
no,
characters
because
you.
they
Please
love
be friends with them. Be the bestest of friends
yes,
with them, honestly, because they obviously love the same character
right,
you do. So, like, what more do you want
yeah,
in a friend other than someone who has the same interests as you?
exactly.
Because, like, that's perfect. And then you can even talk about, especially if you are someone who makes your
Mhm.
costume, talk about how you made your
Yes,
costumes, talk about how you do different details differently, and it's just really fun and immediate
yeah,
It's
icebreaker.
perfect.
So, I highly
no,
recommend. Yeah, exactly. I met a friend at we were cosplaying K-On! At the Otakon 2008, and I literally have been friends with her since 2008
yeah,
because of it.
no,
Because we just met at this K-On! Cosplay meet at Otakon, and now
yeah,
we're lifelong
no,
friends.
It's amazing, and, like, I met Relia through the cosplay
yeah,
meetups, I met
Mhm.
Monica. Actually, how
Mhm.
did I meet Monica? I don't remember, it's been over 10 years,
yeah,
but these are friends. Yeah, go to free cosplay shoots, they're
yeah,
absolutely so
Yeah.
much fun.
Yeah,
no,
absolutely. Yeah, and then you can just meet, like, people who are just genuinely interested in
mhm,
those things. Also, if you can, there are look in your
mhm,
local area and your local cons, a lot of areas will have, like,
blah, blah,
local cosplay
blah,
meetups.
social yeah,
So you can yeah, exactly. So, like, you can meet people that way. So, honestly, just make friends that are in the
yeah,
hobby. That's really my biggest
no,
advice is if it's through the internet, if you join, like, a
mhm,
Discord server or a Facebook group or whatever your choice of social media is, make friends who are cosplayers, and that'll give you the confidence to continue doing cosplay or even start doing
Mhm.
cosplay for that matter. So just e every single person I have spoken to that has been in the saying if I were in the situation of being a new cosplayer, I feel like everyone that I know around me who would be already an established cosplayer would be like, "No, do it. I don't care if you think it looks like crap, just do
right,
it." And yeah, exactly. Go to festivals in
yeah,
your area, any nerd events, make connections with people who like the same
mhm,
things as you. Which, yeah, it's great to have friends who have different
yeah,
interests, but especially if you do want to go to cons, make
yeah,
friends at those cons and you will have lifelong friends who like the same things as you. And the next convention, you won't have to go to by
yeah,
yourself, or you'll have someone to meet up with. And if you've been going to conventions for over almost 20 years, like me, a third of the people that are
yeah,
ahead of you.
exactly,
No, I literally will play the game. Who am I gonna see
yeah,
first? Whenever I show up at a con, I'm like, all right,
mhm,
who am I gonna run into first? Because it always happens within the first 20 minutes of me stepping on the con
yeah,
floor.
no.
It really does, though.
No, for real.
I know. And I'm like, I know everyone now because I've been doing this for so long.
No. Like, the worst for me is I will recognize somebody's face, cannot remember their handle for the life of me, and I'm
That
just
then you're just like, you just wave at them and then
yeah,
hope
I'm
that they
like,
don't come over.
"Oh,
Or you
wait,
hope
that
that
was
they
you!"
reintroduce
And then I'll
themselves.
see them on
And they'd be
stories
like,
later
"Oh,
and
oh
be
no,
like
you were that person." And then you'd be like, "I'm so sorry. I don't remember your
yeah,
face. I remember your face, but not
yes,
your name. Let's be friends,
yeah,
please."
no, bingo, as but yeah, honestly, like, ups and honestly, if you want to get into making and if you want to get into, like, competition, like, green room at competition is, like if the vibes are rancid, then I'm sorry, but most of the time, like, it's vibes are immaculate, everybody's going around being like, "Oh my god, this is so cool. How did you make this? How did you do that? This is so neat. Tell me your
Mhm.
secrets."
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, and if you are also someone who likes to like to make your cosplays, go to
Yeah,
maker
right.
meets. Those are another like, even if they're not in the same fandom as you, they are in your fandom of I like to
Yeah.
make things. And we're all cosplayers, so we're all
Yeah.
suffering together. It just might be a different font.
Literally. And then also you can just look on Instagram at different events going on because I
Mhm,
literally sometimes
mhm.
have events advertised to me. Once
Yeah.
you're in
Yeah,
that cosplay
yeah.
circle,
Facebook also is still Facebook groups are also
Yeah.
still a pretty good resource, I think. I'm in, like, the Philly
Mhm.
one because that's where I'm from, and it's still pretty active, like, even for Facebook with
Yeah.
it's not, like, a super active community, but, like, it's still active enough
Yeah.
that, like, you can find events through it and all that and connect with
Yeah, and, like, the
people.
convention-specific ones too, like, whether they're, like, run
Mhm.
by the
Yeah,
con itself
exactly. Because they
or
have Discords. Yeah, exactly, yeah, they usually have Discords now for that,
yeah.
so whatever means.
where
Just find your people, you will find your
Yes.
people, they will come
and
if you look in the right
I know
place.
Leah posts about the Sailor Moon meetup. I think actually Rizuki too on
Mhm.
Mhm.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah, especially if we're talking Sailor
Yeah.
Moon, yeah, Rizuki on the East Coast does the majority of the
Yeah.
meetups, and Relia as well,
Yeah.
so just keep an eye on their socials as well if you're not as confident in knowing
Mhm.
people. There are still some leaders within the community that
Yeah.
do actively advertise for these kinds of
Yeah.
things.
definitely. And if you want to start your own meetup, which I
Yeah.
know was a question we got in
Mhm.
our Instagram comments,
Yes.
usually what you want to do is you want to be following the con's socials. When I ran the Sailor Moon meetup for Holiday Matsuri, what I would do is I would be in their Discord or in their socials, and then whenever they are like opening up slots, you can
Mhm.
apply.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or if you're looking to run something outside of a convention, that's pretty much find a space that will like a
Mhm.
park, a public park. That can be a little more tricky, I find, just because you obviously don't have a full
Mhm.
con backing you and having a space dedicated specifically to
Mhm.
meets. But if you parks are a great option. There's a lot of like local like
Mhm.
museums and stuff that you can either pay like just admission or like a small fee, or you just all split like one user
Mhm.
fee to get like a group photo shoot together. And you can, it just takes a little bit more legwork. But what Michi is saying about if you do want to run one at a con, just follow their socials, check out, talk to other people in the community too that are in the same fandom and make sure that no one else is trying to
That,
Run it.
run
yes,
Yeah.
it.
especially that.
That you don't compete. So I would say, yeah, if you're looking to run it specifically at a con, either check out with contact people in your
Mhm.
community if you know someone who traditionally runs
Yeah.
it, or just hope and or just show up,
Yeah.
honestly. Even if yours doesn't get picked, but they still have
Yeah,
one,
show
Yeah,
show
up.
up.
show up to support.
Yeah, show up to support because they're in the same fandom as
Right.
you. Obviously, they like the same thing as you, so
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah. All right. Anything else about cosplay meetups? Oh, Relia and Monica sent tips.
Yeah, they did.
Let me read them because I
Ooh,
asked all of our peeps to give us some notes.
nice.
All right, Monica's
Nice.
tip: take general stock of your crowd before you start. If it's a big one, you'll need time to allow people to filter in. If it's small, you have an opportunity to do more personal stuff. Have a general idea of what you want to call up specific characters, categories of characters, outers, inners, cats, villains, a group shot at the beginning and a group shot at the
Mhm.
end. Keep it moving, even if
Always smart.
messed up, keep going.
Yeah.
And also don't be afraid to be
Yeah.
authoritative
You have
with
to be,
your,
like,
like,
good.
control. You have to be in control to some extent as far as if you are running the
Mhm.
meetup, because if not, people are just the people who are there just to take the photos are just gonna keep
Yeah.
snapping. You need to direct your
Right.
cosplayers to be like, "All right, 3, 2, 1,
Change
next
pose.
group."
Yeah.
And just don't be afraid to be authoritative and firm.
Yeah.
You don't have to be
Right.
mean, but be authoritative and firm will get you much further than
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, because I think especially now, like back in ye olden days, it was just like, "Hey, besties, show up outside of this panel room at
Yeah,
this time for the
exactly.
Sailor Moon meetup."
Yeah, yeah,
Now, like cons have these spaces reserved for fan meetups, so
Mhm.
there's like
Mhm,
you
mhm.
have a time limit on how long you
Yep.
are able to assemble
Mhm.
in a
That
certain
too. Yeah.
location. So you gotta keep it pushing. And I
Mhm.
know one of Monica's other, I can't remember if this was Monica or really.
It's one of them, I can't remember.
But,
Just
like,
twin things.
they had said, like, having 2 people, usually they're, like, co-hosting or it's, like, one of them and Rizuki, and, like, we had done the same thing for Moon Menagerie back when we were doing them at AB of, okay, we have one person, like, hollering and then one person, like, herding
Herding the
cats,
cats.
and that way also you as the organizer get to be in your photo, so
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely teamwork makes the dream
Yeah.
work.
Yep, and they also say they would recommend not taking crowd requests unless it's really a small meetup, just because it can be hard to
Yes,
accommodate everybody.
Yeah.
absolutely, I agree.
Monica also
Agreed on all
yes.
accounts.
And Monica says, "Also put on your customer service hat, be nice to everyone."
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yes, that's what I said. Be firm, but
Yeah.
polite.
No.
Very much. Everybody deserves a nice time.
Exactly.
And remember, your energy is the most important. If you're cheerful and excited, everybody cosplays it will be excited too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, and make sure every character gets at least one photo, but try to look for
Yeah.
Yes.
reason to include those rare characters and duos and groups you can
Mhm.
call. After all, just think it's no fun to show up to a photo shoot and only be in one photo.
And then
Yeah.
not get
Right.
called. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's something
absolutely.
else that Rizuki and Lady in Relier and Monica all work on. Have a link or a QR code to send your pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, honestly, I really wish cost cards would come back
I
Yeah.
again.
miss that.
They keep coming back and then dying again and coming back and
Yeah.
dying
And,
again.
like, even as the
But I don't know,
organizer,
I
like
have them I make them like trading
yeah.
cards. I don't run the same set
Mm.
anytime, so I usually have a photo on one side, and it's like a set of 5 photos,
Cute.
and I only run those photos that one
Yeah.
time. So if you had it once, so even people you've seen multiple times will
You
collect
can
you
collect
can
them
collect.
all.
I
Yeah.
love that.
They're like little photo card trading cards, so it's fun in that respect. It's also just a fun little
Yeah.
memento, and especially now that a lot of people are on social media, it's really nice to be able to connect with your
Mhm.
fellow cosplayers, and again, create friendships that can last you 10, 15 plus lifelong
Yeah.
years.
Alright,
Absolutely.
so should we get into group cosplays?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, my
buddy.
Alright,
favorite.
so organizing a group cosplay is herding cats.
Herding cats. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It is gonna require patience. It is gonna require you to think on your feet, and it is gonna require a lot of effort.
Yep.
You're just getting war flash.
Yeah, like
Although I will say I have run a good amount of
Mhm.
successful 10 to 15 people
Yeah.
groups. So I do find it's definitely you need to take
Yeah.
charge in that situation as well. You need to have either 1 or 2 people that are like extremely
Mhm.
committed. Even if everyone else is like a normal amount of
Yeah.
committed, you need someone to be
Feral.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you didn't finish this part of your costume. I will finish it
Yep.
Mhm.
for you to get the group
Yeah.
done." Like, I did a group it was a fairly simple costume, which is why I figured it was a good group
Mhm.
costume. I was like these, like, cheerleader outfits
Oh.
where basically we it was like a halter
Mhm.
knit top and then, like, a pleated skirt that used custom printed fabric, so I was the one I painted 5 of 13
Yep.
Oh
belts
my god.
for
Mhm.
everyone. I rhinestoned a bunch of things for people. I printed the fabric for everyone. I gave direction as far as this is how you make this
Mhm.
part. This is how you make that
Yeah.
part. This is how you design this part, X, Y, and Z. And you lay out everything and make it as simple, even if they are just as committed as
Yeah.
you. If it's your idea, you gotta, or if you're collaborating with
Mhm.
another person, lean on them for sure. But you're gonna have
Yeah.
to be prepared to do a lot of that work on your own if you're the one running the group. If you're just in the
Yeah.
group,
Just
be respectful, try and help when you can, but if you're running the group, you gotta be
yeah.
feral
Yeah.
and not afraid to assert yourself and your
Yeah.
ideals
No.
if you want the group to reach your vision.
Exactly. Like, I
Also, if
think Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you need to drop the group,
Yes.
tell your leader. Tell them early, tell them quickly.
Yes, as early as
Yeah.
possible, yes.
No, because
Please, we beg of you. We don't
We
wanna
plead.
"Where's
yeah.
Venus? Where's Mars? Where's Jupiter?" That's actually how we sparked our Oops All Venus group that we did
Nice.
back in 2016, 2017, we had an Oops All Venus group because for some reason at Katsucon, when a lot of people were doing
Mhm.
moon groups, no one had
Yeah.
Venus, and everyone was like, "Where's Venus?"
Mhm.
So we're like, "Guys, we're all just gonna be different versions of
I love
Venus."
Not
that.
honestly.
So it was the Oops All
That
Venus
would
group. We had 8 of us, 9 of us maybe. Let
mhm.
That's
me see if I can find this
iconic.
picture.
That is
No, it was excellent. We have this really cute, it's on my Instagram, it's really cute Venus picture.
But I definitely say
Let's
that
go.
organizing, having a guide for making is the
Yes.
best.
Yeah, if you saw the Eternal Moon guide, that is what we all
yeah.
used as our baseline.
Yeah, I think especially for groups like this, like a lot over the years, like we've had members come and go from Moon Menagerie, but one thing that kept coming up was like, why
Mhm.
are you so anal about all of us getting accessories from the same place? Why are you so anal about us all getting
Because it looks
right? Like it
better.
looks uniform. And I think
Yeah.
part of the trouble with having a group like Moon Man or a group like Cosmic Coterie where okay, you are Sailor Moon forever and always, like for every group photo shoot
Yeah.
sort of a thing, is that like you
Mhm.
need a group of people that is that level of feral
Mhm.
times 9.
Yeah, you don't feel bad about being selective of who you want in
Yeah.
your groups
No.
too, because I honestly I have people who are very enthusiastic about being in groups and then never
Yeah.
commit. So I just don't ask them. I'm just like, "I love you. We're friends. That has nothing to do with anything personal. It's
Yeah.
just the way you work and the way I work do not work." And that's
That's
okay.
totally
That's
fine.
fine.
No, exactly.
So it's just a matter of you're being selective in a way that makes it benefit everyone as opposed to being like, "Oh, I don't like this person because they have
Yeah.
blue eyes,"
Right.
or like something that they literally cannot change about
Right.
themselves.
Yeah, like I think having a group of like usual suspects, like every time Michi runs a group, like it's
Yeah.
usually the same like
Mhm.
set of people swapped here or there, the thing. And it's this group of
Mhm.
people that you've worked
Mhm.
with over the years that you know is
Yeah,
reliable, like
exactly.
can commit to the bit. And I think like project by project,
Mhm.
agreeing to something or not can be like more flexible. I think it's like the same problem that like idol groups
Mhm.
often run into because you've got at
Yep.
least
Oh, yeah.
typically like 9 or 10 people, and then it's like
Yep.
you've got so many
Mhm.
different variables of like life circumstance, budget,
Yep.
like all of these things. And it can be really difficult, but I think like you were saying, Barry, of being really assertive of, "Hello, here is the guide. You will follow the guide, so help me
Yeah,
God."
exactly. Yeah, every single successful idol/cosplay group I've been in has had
Yeah.
rigid
Mhm.
guidelines. Someone has stepped up and or a couple people have
Yeah.
stepped up and been like, "Here's your pattern. Here is the fabric you need to
Right.
buy. Here is every single thing that you might need. You need to get X, Y,
Yeah.
and Z. This is how you sew X, Y, and
Right.
Z. Everything down to the minutest
Yeah.
little detail. If you really want a
Mhm.
cohesive group, which a lot of the time, especially with idol
Mhm.
costumes and Sailor Fuku, it's very important to have everyone look cohesive if you want to have a successful group in that
Yeah.
respect. And everyone just looking really
Mhm.
nice. Yeah, or just at least looking
Right.
cohesive,
Yeah.
because, like, if someone uses crepe back satin and then everyone else is using pot de
Right.
soie, you're
It's
gonna
gonna
tell.
look
It's gonna
different,
show.
right? And I think like a good example of this is if you look at meetups and you look at meetups that are attended by a squad of people, like if Michi is like no flutter group
Mhm.
is up to the Sailor Moon meetup,
Yeah,
that this is all the same no flutter group, right? That these
yeah,
girlies
exactly.
came together versus all of the other like senshi, that sort of a thing showing up. And there's nothing wrong with having a mix of things, but if you want, yes,
Yeah.
I want a solid uniform, like we just stepped off the pages of the
Mhm.
manga, you gotta be
Yeah, exactly. You
a
gotta be
little cuckoo.
assertive and
Yeah, I remember I did all of the hats for Sailor back in the day. It was just
I
it was hell.
having a unified everyone's working off the same
Yeah,
pattern, everyone's using the same materials, everyone's using the same sewing
yeah,
techniques, so that there's very little room for
yeah,
error.
Mhm.
And again, like I said, you just have to be that one person or couple people that say, "No, you're doing it this
yeah,
way."
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
And again, if you wanna pull back up that Sailor the Eternal doc, we
yeah.
specifically have all both costume
mhm,
direction as far as, like, how things are supposed to be constructed. We shared a couple patterns that we use between us. So, there's just it just as a like, a physical
yeah.
example of it
Like,
is
here is your guide
the
of how to
yeah, exactly. "This is how I want you to
yeah,
do it." do it this way.
Yeah. No, because like even for Eternals, like when we did them for Moon Menagerie, I could not find like a butter yellow bridal satin for the
Yeah,
life
exactly.
of me. So I ended up using a crepe back and it looks bad. Like it sticks out
Mhm.
like a sore thumb.
Yep, yep. And now, thankfully, that is not as much an issue because the like more resources and materials exist in every
Yeah.
color. But yeah, that was definitely another issue that we had back in the day was just not enough
Yeah.
resources in the right colors for everyone.
Yeah, and then this is where you break it down, where you guys broke it down into construction
Yeah,
guidelines,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
skirts, all
Yeah.
that good stuff.
Yes,
And
we
like
had yeah.
measurements and all of those things too of okay,
Mhm,
here's how
mhm.
high this thing should be, here's how long the skirt should be.
Yep.
Yeah, like proportions is another thing.
Yes, proportions is definitely another key thing to keep in mind when you're wanting to look cohesive as a group.
Yep, and then yes, like, I agree with Lady Chappelle. Don't forget to pay your photographer,
Yeah, pay your
Yes,
and
yeah,
photographer.
please.
everyone has to be in agreement with the photographer.
Yeah.
Now, some groups you will come in and the photographer will already be selected, so
Yes.
just be aware of that with groups.
Yeah. No. But yeah, I think usually like when things are happening, it's okay, what's your budget? And then let's research photographers within that
Mhm,
budget sort of a thing.
mhm,
And then,
mhm.
or it could just be like, yeah, I'm friends with Zoe and she really wants to shoot
Yeah,
this
exactly.
and this is her price. So yay or
Here we
nay
go.
as
I found the Oops All Venus
oh my God,
picture somewhere.
yes.
Yay!
It was from 2015. Sorry, I'm doxing myself a little bit, but yes, so we have
Oh my
there's me.
gosh!
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, we had a bunch of us. It was super cute.
Oh my
That's
God.
from the K-On! Meetup. Here, this is the
Oh
Oh
icon
my
my
picture.
God.
Isn't
god!
it so
That is the
cute?
Excellent.
best Venus picture.
Yes.
I know. So we had a
Oh
Oh
couple
my
my, it's
God,
more
the
that
idol
were
fit.
adorable!
The idol fit.
yes, no, the idol yeah, no, it was yeah, we had the idol fit, we had oh yeah, we found my friend was Artemis,
Oh,
so we all took a picture with
My
him.
heart.
Let's see.
Like,
hey, Abby, we were
That's I
talking
think
about you
it.
earlier.
yeah.
Hi, Abby.
Heck
I don't
yeah.
think that's other ones other than those, but these are just other Facebook. Here, how do I stop it? Stop it. There we
Yeah, we
go.
were talking about your Lucia, but
Yeah.
all right,
Um,
performances with cosplay.
Performances with cosplay. Make sure your costume is performance ready
mhm.
when you're constructing it. Consider that you will be moving around in your costume. I don't know if Michi, you want to talk about this, especially because you had your performance just
Mhm.
recently with some even more unconventional costumes than a Sailor Fuku.
Listen, I
Because it's one thing to dance around in a Sailor Fuku that doesn't have much opportunity for things to fall
Yeah.
off. But you were dancing around as the
Yes.
clown and all the other, and you had a lot of stuff
we
Mhm.
going on.
had a lot. So these costumes were something else. So we thought
Yes.
about the stage when we made them. So all the fabrics are
Mhm.
super bright. They're very like
Yes.
eye catching. We also had to, some of us had to, I had to fly with that helmet.
Oh my
So
God.
I
Oh,
I actually
geez.
made all the little wing things detachable with Velcro.
Oh,
Oh,
that's so
smart.
smart.
Yeah, so they're all Velcroed on. I modified Pettiot's look because she initially has one leg out and is wearing a leotard, and I'm
What?
like, nope.
Why? Nope.
Definitely, though, you want to make sure your wig is ready to withstand a full day,
Bolted to your
bolted to
noggin.
that head.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But the other thing we thought about was like, how are things going to look from stage? So, very eye
Yes.
catching villains that you could easily
Yes.
recognize. And you're like, that's weird, but that's Sailor Moon weird.
Yeah. Like,
Um,
instantly.
and also we tried to make ourselves very colorful. You can see that
Mhm.
one of
Mhm.
our girls, instead of painting herself, she actually used stocking and
Mhm.
the Luna blush from Colourpop to make
Yes.
herself purple.
Nice.
Definitely,
Totally
whenever you're
different.
performing, find your most reliable people. The people
Yeah.
that if you
Yes.
wanted
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Even more committed than the ones that
Yeah.
you want in your group photo
No,
shoot.
for comp, it's got to be your ride or dies, no question.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
performances are a lot of work. It's a lot of prep.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm starting one for Otakon.
Mhm.
I'm starting
Now. Yeah.
big. You have to early. How do you get an amount of time
Mhm.
for performance?
Depends on the
Usually
con.
Yes, depends on the con. Specifically, a lot of cons will either do it by how many people are on
Or your
stage
rank.
or what level your class is, as far as novice, intermediate, or craftsman slash advanced slash
Yeah.
masters.
And you also want to be sure that the amount of people you use are going to be okay.
Yeah.
Is the bigger
Yes,
group, the bigger the group, the harder it is.
That and
definitely.
like some conventions have like stage size limits, that sort of a thing too. So like some
Mhm.
places like you can only have 7 people on the stage at a time, that sort of a thing. So those are also things to keep in mind with skits. But
Yes, and generally the sweet spot also is about 2 minutes and 30
yeah, I
seconds.
would not do anything over
That's
that.
what generally is the standard for specifically international competition and international qualifiers. As far as that, you don't have to use your full time. If you are given 3 to 5 minutes, which I know Techo I think is 4 minutes, which is insane.
Wow.
Techo is 4 minutes for their like maximum. Like anyone can have up to
Wow.
4 or 5. They used to be
What?
5 minutes,
What?
apparently. Yeah, I know. I was like, no one wants to
No,
watch a 5-minute
no,
skit. I'm
no,
sorry.
no.
Sorry, I don't wanna sit
Short,
through
sweet, to
25
the
minute skit.
point.
Short, sweet, and to the point, exactly, I agree.
Yeah.
But
No.
yeah, it's definitely yeah, no, it's you need to find the craziest of the all the
Yeah.
ferals that match your energy, you gotta match each other's
Yeah.
energy
Yes.
if you're gonna do a group performance.
No.
Yes. It's gotta be. Like, that's just the
And
way it is.
practice.
Even if you don't
Yes,
live in the
practice.
same place,
Yeah, no,
practice.
do it on
Yeah.
Zoom. I don't care. But
Yeah, no, doing it on Zoom, recording yourself and putting them all together. The idol group I'm
yeah.
in, Project Constellation, is long
Mhm.
distance. So we practice by recording ourselves dancing and then we clip them together to see how our synchronization is.
Oh
That's
god.
really cool.
I know, honestly, like
Yeah.
idol groups in general, hard. Long
I don't
distance
think
idol group,
Yes, absolutely.
terrifying.
Long distance idol groups, I made a not a I did don't want to say it was a mistake. I was like, I wanted to collaborate
Mm.
with Ellie. And then she was like, "Let's do it with Constellation." I'm like, "Oh, I guess I'm in Constellation now." And then another friend of ours was like, "If you're doing the like virtual
Mhm.
thing, can I join too?" And now we're literally like one of us is in
Mhm.
Salt Lake, one of us is in Portland, and then I'm over here in
Yeah.
Philly.
No,
So,
hey.
but yes, no, practice and like even practicing on your own and just like pretending that someone is there. Like for my skit at Otakon, even Chibi Tifo lives like 2.5 hours
Yeah.
from me. So we didn't get to practice together more than one
Yeah.
day that before the con itself. So we would rehearse by ourselves. We would like I would talk through my
Mhm.
lines. I would do my own movements because at the end of the day, you're still a single unit, even if it's part of a
Right.
whole, that you can still rehearse
Yeah.
your parts.
The other thing, A, use the whole stage. B, message the con.
Yes,
Find out the stage
absolutely.
dimensions so that you can, even if you're just blocking it off with tape, like in a park, in your
Mhm,
yard,
mhm,
somewhere,
yep,
because
mhm,
that, even with like idol groups and stuff, it's always so
mhm,
miserable,
mhm.
like not knowing the size of the stage because then you're
Yep,
like bonking into each other because you're used to having more room in your
mhm,
spacious studio and then the stage is
yep. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I had that happen. I got whacked in one performance.
Oh, no.
It was
yeah.
fine. I just thought it was just like someone a flailing
Mhm.
arms, like, it didn't hurt. It was just like,
Yeah.
"Oh." But, yeah, no, our stage was much smaller than was
Yeah.
anticipated for 9 people to stand on, and that was when I got whacked. But we made
Yeah.
it work. All
And
good.
then something I suggest since we were talking about being really far apart. So this group did not live near each other at
Mm,
all.
No,
All 5 of us. This is
confirmed.
Florida
no.
over here. So
Mm.
what we did is we all got there on Thursday and we ran it,
Yeah.
and we ran it,
Mhm.
and we ran
Yeah,
it.
that's what we do at when Constellation does event appearances as
Yeah.
well. We will get there either a day or 2 early just to
Mhm.
rehearse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can find either a local gym near, the con or at the hotel gym,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
a time if you get lucky. Oh my god, the Westin at Otakon, the Westin
Mhm.
downtown, has an entire full dance yoga
What?
studio in their gym.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
alright.
yeah. No, I was like, "I'm staying here every single time now, who cares? Marriott Marquis who?" But yeah, I was like, they have a full I had no problems rehearsing my dancing and idol stuff
Nice.
for this past Otakon because
Oh,
they
yeah.
had an entire room that was not being used that had a mirror, had a bar, had hardwood floors, and it was so
Yeah.
nice. So if you stay at the Westin downtown, in Washington, D.C. They have a great rehearsal
Mhm.
space in their gym.
Yeah, but definitely, I just want you guys to be aware that sometimes if you're in the masquerade, you are giving up other parts of your convention
Yeah,
because
you're
you're
giving up
going to
your
be
entire Saturday at the very least.
have to
Yeah.
have that
Oh, yeah.
conversation.
You gotta know that you gotta know that at least from like 3 p.m.
Yeah.
through 10
Gone.
p.m. on Saturday, you're not doing anything except for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
masquerade.
No. Because like call time is usually like a couple of hours before the masquerade starts
Mhm.
seating, not
Mhm.
even before it begins.
Yeah, and you usually have to also check in and make sure they know you're
Yeah.
there. If you need a prop set up, there's time to set up
Yeah.
props and all
And
that.
then
So,
like
yeah,
some
no, it's
conventions
definitely a
do
big
like a dress rehearsal too, so that you can get like a feel for
Mhm.
the stage and run through your skit on the stage earlier in the day. AB does that. So yeah, like your Saturday, bye Felicia.
Gone.
Like even for
Totally
craftsmanship,
gone.
honestly, because A, you're getting into the thing, B, you're getting judged, and then you gotta go to the place
Mhm.
and do the thing and no. Say
Mhm.
goodbye.
Uh,
Fare thee well, Saturday.
Lady Chappelle Cosplay also brings up go to a masquerade at the con you want to enter. That way you know how big or small the stage is. Well, it does sometimes
Yes.
change year to year.
Yes, because like K
Yeah,
Sisters got
sometimes it's not a consistent room that the main events
yeah.
is gonna be in. Usually big established cons, it will
Mhm.
stay the same, but yeah, no, that is definitely a good
Yeah.
point.
Oh,
Because some cons, they bring in just straight, like,
Mhm.
risers and build their own stage, so
yeah. So be prepared as you can be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
And also be prepared to roll with the
Yeah.
punches.
and if anybody was wondering what our skit was about, by the way, I realized I'd never explained
It
what
was
the skit was
perfect.
about. It was actually the opening scene to Wreck-It Ralph, but using the monsters of the week.
Villains of the week support
So they were
group.
the villains of the week support group. It was very silly. You can find it on my Instagram and on our YouTube, but
Mhm.
it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
And we had
Yeah.
wonderful Barri as our judge, so yay.
Yay!
All right.
We all won an
We
award.
did. We were very proud. It's still
Yeah.
hung up on my wall. Anything else cosplay related or before we end?
I think we
We
covered
covered
pretty
a
much
lot.
everything.
Yeah.
We covered a lot. This was a very productive 3 hours.
It was very productive yapping for
Yes.
3 hours.
Yes.
Yeah,
Steam your
steam
Steam your
cosplays!
iron
cosplays.
shit.
Iron your
Thank you.
cosplays. Yes,
Thank
yes.
you, Abby.
Iron your effing cosplay. Thank you, Abby.
I swear to
Yes.
God, please. I beg, I will become your sleep paralysis demon, descending from your ceiling at 3
Honestly,
o'clock in the
if there
morning.
was a safe if there was a safe way to steam a costume on someone's
Yeah.
body, I would walk around a
Oh,
con with a
yeah.
steamer.
No, 100.
Like, I just recently got a lovely burn from having someone steam my costume on or steam my outfit on me. I have a burn. I can prove
Oh
it.
my God,
Oh
no.
my
Lovely
Oh my
burn right
God.
here. It's the shape of my steamer nozzle, which is so funny.
I
But yeah, no, that thing that bubbled real quick.
god!
That was a
yeah,
second
it's
degree
not
burn
fun. I
for
got
sure. But anyway, don't steam your costume on
no,
you. Don't recommend.
don't overfill the steamer either, as we found out at
Yes.
Katsucon one year.
Yes, it will spit and explode
Oh
on you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was steaming. Meg had Scalotia cosplay. She was doing like wedding Nia, so she had this big ass pink ball gown. I was in Byleth. I had the lace pattern tights on. My partner at the time had filled the steamer, so when it boiled over, I had burns in the pattern
Oh
of Byleth's
no.
tights.
Oh no. Sailor Denzel asks,
Oh.
patterns are not all the same size. You have to find your size. And the way to find your size, it is not like straight clothing sizes. You got to look at the back. There is usually a size
I got
chart
you.
that you look at your measurements or you take your measurements, look at what measurements correspond and as close as they can, and then cut out that pattern and then make a mock up. Please
Please
make
make
a
a
mock up.
mock-up.
Please make a mock-up.
Mock-ups will save you so much time and heartache. There you go.
I
Perfect.
was
Yes.
like,
Becky
hello, we're
has
right here. So like on the back here, you can see there's like bust, waist, hip, back of
hips
waist,
and
whatever.
shoulder.
And then, oh, it's not on here for this one. Okay, cool. But yeah, so it has all of the different, so it'll have
And
the
then it
pattern
corresponds.
size and then whichever one. Make it to your largest measurement. So if you are like between sizes, like I'm usually like the waist is usually like a size below what my bust and hip are. So I do the bigger size and tailor down to my waist because we have hourglass problems in this house. But yeah, it's not your street size. Like, I'm probably, like, a size 12 Old Navy jeans, and I am a size 22 pattern size.
Yes.
That's how different it is.
Yeah, and also a lot of the times with commercial patterns specifically, especially like the big
Mhm.
3, they also calculate in
Like, a
ease, so that's
crap
also
ton
why
for
I recommend,
some.
and
Yeah,
sometimes they have an insane amount, like 4
it's
inches of ease, which is
absurd. Yeah.
crazy. But so what I mean ease specifically also is the amount of excess that is allowed in the garment for fitting purposes, and that is why I encourage
Yeah.
mock-ups. Because if you make the cost and if you make your piece out of like crappy like sheets, like
Mhm.
literally go to the thrift store, spend
Yep.
50 cents on a pair of sheets and cut them up and make a mock-up with them. It's very
Yeah.
easy, and then you can find and fit that mock-up, and then once you get to the final step, which is sewing your actual
Mhm.
garments,
It looks so much
you
better.
will thank
Yeah.
yourself because it will fit, you will know how to sew it, you will know what issues you had when you constructed it the
Yep.
first time. Also, if you're working with stretch, make
And
the mock-up out
stretch.
of a
Yeah.
stretch. Use a similar fabric if you
Yeah.
can. Again, RIP Joanne, but I used to actually raid the remnants
Mhm.
bins to look for similar
Yeah.
fabrics to what my projects were so that I would always buy like scraps
Mhm.
of spandex from that bin because I'm like, if I need to make a spandex
Yeah.
mock-up, I'm not spending $15 a
Right.
yard just to make a
The
mock-up.
swimsuit lining fabric is usually
Yeah, the
less,
swimsuit lining
and
fabric
it
is
gives you
another
the
really good,
same
yeah.
feel as, like, the good spandex. But yeah.
Mhm.
All right, and just a couple last comments to round it out. Lady Chappelle Cosplay says, "Have handlers come with you."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Go with
yes,
home.
especially, yeah, if you are not able to use your hands or use your phone easily, if you have a lot of stuff that you need to carry
Mhm.
around, so if someone asks for pictures, you have a bag
Mhm.
person.
Definitely.
Let's see, handlers also just can help if someone that you do not want to talk to or is being creepy
Yeah.
to you comes up to you, you can be like, "Hey, we gotta go," or you can if someone creepy is coming up to
Yeah.
you, you can also fake like a phone
Mhm.
call and be like, "Oh, I gotta go," and there are ways to get
Yeah.
around it. And also, honestly, a lot of cosplayers will also
Yeah,
help you.
no.
If you see another cosplayer and give them like a "I need help,
Yeah.
please" vibes, 9 times out of 10, they will come
Yeah.
give it
Yes.
to you.
No. If you just walk up and be like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad to see you," and just like,
Yeah, exactly,
"Mm."
exactly. They will respond in
Yes.
Yeah.
kind and hopefully most likely help you,
Yeah.
And
yes.
I agree with Sword Lily Cosplay. Done is better than
Yes.
perfect.
Yes,
Get it
yes.
wearable.
And
Yeah, that's if you, were here the whole stream and saw my first Sailor Venus, I didn't have my brooch because I didn't figure out how to attach it in time. It still looked like Sailor Venus, I still had a
Yeah.
good time
yeah,
wearing it, so who
Yeah.
cares?
Exactly. Like,
exactly.
You can add the brooch in
yeah.
post.
And as she said, bought, made, and thrifted are all valid
Yes.
Yes.
cosplays.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Please,
Can't stand
God.
them, sorry. Yes.
The the
And cosplay is for
yeah.
everyone, no matter your size, shape, gender, eye color, hair color. You can do
Yeah. This
whatever.
is not
Just have fun.
this is not a
It's not
competition.
it's also not
No,
that deep.
No.
exactly. It's adult dress up. It's adult dress up.
It's all don't dress up, exactly. 90%, I'm like, I'm over
Yeah.
30 and I am dressing like 15-year-old idols. It's
Like,
fine.
Who
Who
cares?
cares? If it makes me happy,
yeah.
great. If it doesn't make me happy, I don't know, go find something that
Yeah,
makes you happy
exactly. No.
because it ain't
Yeah,
this.
And Sword
precisely.
Lily Cosplay also says there are YouTube tutorials that help you figure out how to measure
Yes,
Mhm.
yourself.
there's YouTube
For
tutorials for
everything.
everything. It's so
Yeah.
nice. Also, cosplaytutorial.com still is a great
Yes! My
resource.
beloved.
Yeah.
Yes, and exactly as Lady Chappelle said, yes, if you can always upgrade it
Mhm.
later because the best thing about cosplay is once it's made,
Yeah,
you can wear it again.
Yup.
exactly.
And if you don't like something and you made it yourself,
Yeah,
you can fix it.
exactly.
Or if you didn't make it yourself and there's something you want to fix, you can
Right.
fix it. It's great. Have a little crafty
Mhm.
moment.
We love it.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
because I think, yeah, like wearing things over time and like getting things done, get it to wearable, worry about embellishments later. But yeah, and have fun, for God's sakes.
Have
Have
fun. If you're not having fun, don't
yeah.
be here. Cosplay is
Yeah.
play.
Yes.
Cosplay.
Suffering but
It's about
play.
fun.
Suffering but fun.
Yeah.
If it's not fun
Alright.
suffering, then
Ready to end it, Ducky?
yeah,
All
boy.
right. Thank you all for having
Of
Yeah.
me.
course.
I hope you all learned something today about
No,
cosplay and Sailor Moon cosplay
Heck
specifically.
you
yeah.
had so much good
And
resources.
yeah.
Alrighty. So, and with that, we come to the end of our show. We've got some more awesome topics lined up for the rest of season
Phase
4
4.
of Stick with us to see what we've got cooking. Next month, we hope some of you will join along for the next stream and share your thoughts too. We're so glad we could bring you this month's episode, and we'd especially like to thank tonight's special guest, Miss Barri. Please go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Where can people follow you on the web?
People who follow me on the web, I am most active on Twitter and Instagram. Most of my cosplay stuff is on Instagram. It's OMG, it's Barry. You can spell my name. It's spelled just like this. There you go. Perfect. I am on Blue Sky as well. You can anywhere. I have a card too. It's OMG, it's Barry.card.co. Sorry to keep you
No,
updating that.
you're fine.
OMG, it's Barry everywhere. I've had the same screen name since I was 13. Yeah, but yeah, no, I think if you like magical girls, idols, sewing, wig styling, I don't know, idols.
Idols.
Again, I really like idols. If you couldn't
Yes.
tell, you can follow me, and I do a lot of cool things. Like I said, I am multifaceted like a diamond. So watch me sparkle and shine in all of my art.
She
Yay!
shines so bright like a diamond.
Yay.
Thank you so much. And if you
Yes, thank
enjoyed the
you.
show tonight and you want to see more, please follow us on our socials. All of those links are in the link tree in our description. Previous episodes of Eternal Mooncast are available on YouTube. Remember to subscribe and think about hitting that notification bell to receive all of our wonderful updates. It would really help YouTube to make sure that we can keep growing our little community by telling the algorithm that people like us and that we exist. In addition to Eternal Mooncast, you can also find episodes of our sister show, Bijo Senshi Slumber Party, on BSSP. We are currently rewatching the original 90s English dub of Cloverway and Deke of Sailor Moon and reacting to that. For our watch along reactions, they're available on our Patreon. And we get together every month for a live stream discussion where we talk about what worked, what didn't, and which monster of the week we would smash or pass on. Our next discussion episode will be streaming on September 27th with all 5 co-hosts, so you get to see me yap all month long. Thank you so much for tuning in and sticking with us to the end. I've been your co-host, Ms. Doug, and here I am on the medias.
All right, and as always, I have been your host, Michi. You can find my socials at MEW21, _cosplay. If you're into K-pop, head over to K-pop Voyage, my K-pop reaction channel where I invite friends along for different journeys in K-pop, global pop, and X-pop. As for Eternal Mooncast, likes, comments, follows are always some of the best ways to show your support for our show. We love reading all your comments on YouTube. As a quick reminder, these have just been our personal opinions, and we respect all respectful Mooney
There
opinions
we
here.
go. This is the Gen
Oh
Zer
my god.
heart. Like,
With the
that's
middle
the
finger?
heart.
How do you
This is the heart that
I
I
know, yeah.
know, but
how
this is the
how
new
the
heart.
how,
It's this. It's your pointer fingers on top, and then the middle fingers in the middle, and
Look at
then
us
there you
learning.
go.
All right. As a quick reminder, these have just been our personal opinions, and we celebrate all respectful
And then
Mooney
obviously
opinions
the
here.
K-pop heart that everyone knows.
We're working hard on this place to be a show for Moonies to come together to discuss their theories, love, and passion for Sailor Moon. Remember, as Minako once said, there's no crying over spilled silk. Good night.